Hello, folks. We're getting started in just a moment. Oh, hello, Buchion. Just got on your channel to see if I missed a stream and watch in the background. You literally went live. Well, what can I say? Something about good timing? Oh, hello, Coffee. Oh, boy, you're real late today. Yes. In essence, I may be rather extraordinarily late, um, but I can explain. I was real eepy. I had a big day yesterday. um, I'll give you all the rundown in a moment. It's been a very busy but a very good week. Um, Let me just go ahead and make sure that everything is all set up correctly. I almost forgot the rat. That's why we double check these things. Oh, but what happened? No streams for 3 days? That's very long. Oh, that is. Was it really 3 days without streams? I know I wasn't here yesterday, which surprised me. Because I was all set up and ready to go. But then something came up. Came up? Came up. um, but I think I was here Tuesday. I think I was here Tuesday, at the very least. Channel says 3 days ago, so I don't know. Oh. Well, the channel's always right. But yeah, this week's schedule has been a bit spotty. My earnest apologies for that. It was not my intention. This week has just been a roller coaster. I'm doing great, but it's been like up and down and all around. But I'm here. I'm here for today. We're gonna be playing some UnderRail. I'll pull that up in just a moment. Oh, also I'm making a ton of maps. Essentially, my players will be doing D-Day and D&D. Oh, that sounds lovely, Coffee. I hope that goes very well. Therapist sessions? I had mine today. Oh, I hope that went well, useless princess, and welcome. Yeah, a big welcome to all of you. I hope everybody's doing splendidly. It went good? Awesome. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be starting those at the end of this month, actually. It's June. Happy June, everybody. Happy Pride Month. This is Pride Month, right? I think it is. I've seen enough memes about it, it's gotta be. Here, let me go ahead and bring up UnderRail. Um, oh, and I suppose I should explain myself. Where was I yesterday? Why the hell am I so late today? This might be the latest I've ever been to a stream, actually. A little better than 3 hours. Oops. A little embarrassing, not gonna lie. Hope you get a good therapist. Oh, thank you. I'm playing a mercenary company who are gonna kill some dragons. Oh, sounds lovely, Coffee. Oh, you'll have to show me some of those maps later. I've always wanted to run a naval landing in D&D. um, yeah, I'm gonna take us over to the game, but I'm not gonna start the game just yet. Because, hear me out. Yesterday was really great. And I've just gotta take a moment to, I don't even know, express my joy at yesterday, and my deep appreciation for my friends, because I was going to be on time yesterday. Which I know that sounds unusual. Like, gosh, she's streamers here at 5 and has the audacity to say she would have been on time yesterday. I would have. I was awake. I was about to press the button. But then, unexpectedly, My, and to preface this, we're like best friends now. But my ex reached out to me and um the hot water in her apartment was like out. It was gonna be out for the rest of the week, which sucks. Like some construction in the area had knocked it out. So she came over at around the start time of our stream, to like use her shower and stuff, right? Best friends with an ex? God damn, that sure is a lesbian. That's right. That's right. I sure am. But then we just ended up hanging out for most of the rest of the day until like 7 or so. Um, Playing board games and catching up and such. It was really, really nice. I have a I've got a little bit of the tism, in case none of you can tell. um, it's a recurring theme on this stream, so just gotta put that out there. And one of my things that I'm super overly interested in is board games. I love them. I thrive on them. If you put something made of cardboard in front of me and tell me it's a game, I will be happy. Um, and so, from about 2 p.m. all the way through till after midnight, I got to play board games first with her, my ex, and then we had had a planned board game night. Well, planned that afternoon, last minute, that started at like 7. So then that group of my friends came in, my ex left, and then we ended up playing even more board games. And it was delightful. I have not had such a good day, and that actually sounds a little bit sad, but I mean this in a very positive way, that I have not had such a splendid day in a long, long time. It was like perfect. um, I've been playing board games since I started walking. Oh, I love that. Aren't they awesome? Gosh. I've just, you can't see it, but I've turned around and look at my collection, and I'm like, how do I play more of these? So many friends, where do you get them? Well, one of them I got by dating them, as is the lesbian way. And then the rest of them are actually kids' friends, but I stole them. Well, share them. So, the moral of the story here: date your friends, and have a social friend who can go out and make friends for you. That's the lesson. I find them in the wild like Pokemon. Yeah, that's about how it goes. Oh, I'm sorry, useless princess. Well, I hope you're able to gather a little, what's the word? Cadre? A little cadre of your own soon. I can never decide if I like PC games or tabletops. Probably, oh, like more? Probably will never do. Yeah. I don't know. I think I love them both. I love both PC games and tabletop. The thing is, the PC games are always here for me. If nobody else is doing anything, nobody wants to like bother to come hang out for 2 hours and play a board game with me, which is the norm. You know, like it's hard to organize board game nights. You know, it's easy enough to come over here and flip on the PC. I almost hit the power button to demonstrate. That would have been. I'm gonna go ahead and load the game. That would have been a moment. Oh, of course, useless princess. Yeah. Um, I, m- I may, I may have almost turned off the computer. That would have been a little foolish. But, shaking my head. What was I trying to say? Yeah, I can always come over here and like turn this on, and the PC games are available, which gives the tabletop games like this. They're a little harder to play. I can't I can't access them on demand, so when they're available, I leap at them. So that's why I wasn't here yesterday. It's kind of related to why I'm late today, is because things went late last night, and I was very eepy, and I decided to sleep. Um, so lo siento. But I'll be around now. Today. I'm gonna play some UnderRail for y'all for a while. No need to explain yourself. You're forgiven, don't worry. Oh, thank you, thank you. Aren't there some tabletop games for computers? Yes, there are some lovely, lovely adaptations of tabletop games for computers. Some of them are really good. Some of them don't quite get their hooks in my brain quite as well. But most of them I've yet to try. I would like I would like to host some online tabletop stuff. I don't think it'd have quite the same charm, but you know, better to be able to play it than not, right? So, what are we doing in UnderRail? Does anybody remember? um, uh, I know we were doing detective stuff, but I don't know what we were detecting. Like, we're working on this quest to free Todor Salywatch, one of Everard's men. Um, Guy's an assassin. Guy is a sniper, right up my alley, really. But unfortunately, he's a sniper who got caught and is now residing in prison. He did it. He is the criminal. However, we need to prove, as his attorney, as his lawyer, as his ace detective, if you will, that he didn't do it. And we're pondering how we do that. Oh, I fell asleep to you if I remember correctly. Aww. I'm I'm very flattered, useless princess. Oh, that's sweet. I'm glad. Honored to provide the company. Um, so it's slowly coming back to me. We got to into the prison to talk to him. And he mentioned that there was another guy at the deal. That the guy he killed was an arms dealer meeting with... Was it Oliver? The gun guy from Core City? I think it was. I think that's where we're going next, actually. I think that's where we've got to go, right? Gotta go ask some questions. This guy, this one merchant in Core City, is a bit involved with a lot of things. It was a nice sleep. Oh, I'm glad, I'm glad. What are you talking about right now exactly? Not getting into it. I am talking about one of Jack's quests, Bubuchion. Um, and maybe I'm misremembering things or not doing a good job of describing it, but I think this is where we're going next to handle this quest. Does that does that line up? Or am I making a fool of myself? So you have the Hercules and the murder mystery? Yes. And I've also got the get the guy out of prison. What do you want to target? I am planning on targeting the get guy out of prison. Although, that being said, we're like, I think we're right at the end of the Hercules quest, too. Here, we'll go over to Core City. Oh, you didn't get him out of prison yet? No. Poor guy. Just talk to the chief? Oh. I see. You think we can just talk to the chief about it now? Now that we've talked to him? Maybe. Hold on. Let's just go back. This will be faster. Now that I took the train. You learn more details from him. Ah. That's true. That's true. We'll hop back. And then after that, I think today we're just going to be doing a whole lot of Jack's quests. They're really cool. I quite like them. I think after this I want to knock out Hercules and then maybe do the murder mystery. I think that sounds delightful to me. Mostly I just kind of want to clean up our quest list a little bit before we go after the Acid Hunters. The Acid Hunter line feels like a main story quest to me. And I kind of like to leave those for last. You know, can't be falling behind on my side questing after all. It sounds downright pleasing. Good, good. Hey, Chief. Yes? I need to talk to you about a prisoner called Todor Salywatch. I have the weapon that was used to kill him. Oh. I found this rifle on the roof of the building overlooking the alley Bolivar Dowd was shot in. I found out that Bolivar, I keep changing how I pronounce his name for some reason. I found out that Bolivar was supposed to meet an arms merchant named Oliver Micus. They had an argument, and Micus later had him shot. Micus. I remember that name mentioned, but all that you told me still doesn't prove that he killed Dowd. I might need more than that. Well, you have no evidence on Salywatch either, frankly. I see. You've already proven you're a good investigator, so I'll trust you on this one. I'll take the rifle and see what information we have on Micus. I'll have my men right on it. This is good. I'll pass this on and see if this was indeed the weapon Dowd was killed with. I'll also see if we can learn anything more from the weapon. Come see me later and I'll have an answer. Okay. Well, I hope he doesn't learn anything more than from the weapon. I hope, I hope they don't have like a forensics lab here. I hope they can't pull any fingerprints off of it. Exit and enter location. Oh, okay. Can do. Pass a little bit of time. Walk around. Pace outside the building for a bit. Hey, Chief, it's definitely been, quote-unquote, a while. You're back. Upon conducting an investigation, we discovered that the rifle you gave me was indeed used to kill Bolivar Dowd, based on the caliber, angle of shot, etc. We have no evidence that could prove that Todor fired the gun, as there were no fingerprints on the rifle, nor any other clues. We also have no way to link the gun to Micus either. Still, due to the lack of evidence, as well as your involvement in the case, Todor Salywatch is now a free man. Let's go. What can I say? I'm basically the best lawyer ever. If you ever, if any of you ever need someone to provide defense during a legal trial, And you probably shouldn't talk to me about it. Oh, hello, hello, low efforts. Welcome, welcome. World's latest stream. Yes. Yes, it is. But I'm cheating with some other guys, so tough luck. How's it going? Oh, well, that's okay, that's okay. It is going really well. We're just getting started. I think we've just wrapped up the first of Jack's quests. And the plan is we're gonna keep knocking them out today. I'm looking forward to it. We will attempt to locate Micus. Hopefully that will lead us to the real murderer. Consider your friend a free man. Cool. Talk to you later, boss. Now I just need to remember where the hideout is. Oh yeah, have fun today? I think it'll be a good time. I'm especially looking forward to the murder mystery quest. I really want to find out what's going on with this specter. Let's see. If I was a hidden terrorist cell, yeah, this is where it is. Here we are. Hey, Everard. About Todor. I managed to get him released from prison. Excellent, I'm pleased to hear that. You did good work. Todor will be out of Foundry for a while. I'm guessing he has already headed to a safer location. Still, I have to ask you something. Tell me, was Todor discreet about our business in Foundry? You know what I mean. He didn't say anything, I'm sure of it. He smiles. Good. I'm very glad to hear that. You can return to Jack now. Your work here is done. Good. So Scarlett, how'd you like the song? Oh, I really liked it. That was a really good coffee. Thank you for sending that to me. Why no stealing, by the way? No stealing? I steal regularly and often. I think. Did you not notice the oddity? The oddity? There's an oddity? Wait a minute. Hold on. Well, hold on a minute. I mean, I see everything white here. Oh, well, I mean... in here, it's just like... not really sure how I'm gonna hide from these people. It seems, seems just a little bit tricky to me. In each box or barrel there can be an oddity. Oh. Just around, in general? That's true. I just don't... oh, I guess we missed some of this over here at some point. But that's all locked away. Yeah, I guess I'm just not in the habit of breaking into random people's houses. I'm sorry that your streamer's moral character is not low enough for you. In each box or barrel there can be an oddity. You missed it again. Is there one up here? Hold on. Like in this box or something? Oh. But they spot me very quickly. You missed it again. I'm gonna lose my mind. I may actually... Low efforts, you are very welcome to just tell me where it is, because clearly, I've got approximately no clue. Oh, I just, like, missed it entirely. Well, such is life. Again, yeah. I'm very confused. It's like, is it in here with the individuals? I'm confused too, don't worry. Oh, it's... I'll just tell you what. If they're hiding an oddity in there, they can keep it. It's theirs. It's their free XP. Try on the middle level, really? Like just up the stairs, but not up the ladder? Really? It's not marked as a barrel. Well, that's a foundry plan, but that just isn't marked as a barrel. Oh my goodness. I mean, you know, looking at it, it kind of looks like it would be like a hidden thing. But it's just... Huh. How strange. I didn't know this game did stuff like that. Huh. You missed another oddity too, but I won't tell about it. It's not at Everard's. Oh gosh. Now I'm gonna be like keeping an eye out for like hidden interactables. Oh no. You can see me like mousing over like all the barrels and it's like, which is it? Yeah, now you'll have paranoia like I do. Thanks. Appreciate it. Oh, every barrel is the enemy. Oh, goodness. Huh. I'm not sure if I should say that that's a neat thing for the game, or if it's something that makes me irrationally angry at the game. That I can't press tab and actually see every interactable. I have conflicted emotions. Every pile of trash, every nook and cranny, they're everywhere and watching. Oh no. Oh no. Oh goodness. Right, have fun now. Thank you. Thank you, low efforts. Oh, well, that's a job done. Now we've got one to handle here in Core City. Right? It's Detective Chronicles Day. And this one I don't think will take us very long. Where is it? Here it is. Ohad Zander suspects that Daniel Arda, a trader currently visiting Core City, is selling a fake combat enhancement drug called Hercules. We've already gotten the Hercules tested. We've got the USB drive with the proof on it. Now we have to expose him. I don't know how. For the Hercules, you gotta wander around Core City. Oh. Well, I can do that. I'm good at aimless wandering. Meow. Meow. I'm very good at aimlessly wandering around. It's one of my specialties. Leave you be. Then actually, if we're just gotta wander around a bit, I think there's a side thing that we can do coming from the north. The north? This way, maybe? Because we've got another Core City quest from Cortec to track down somebody who's maybe conducted a little bit of industrial sabotage, or espionage, more like. To the north. That's gonna be this way. So this will help us wander around Core City. We just need to follow this little GPS tracker. Oh. Oh. He was really close, actually. Oh. A local rat going to die, actually, instead. Let's maybe be a little bit more careful with this, shall we? Just a little bit. Not this one. No, this one for this. Let's be just ever so slightly more cautious when we round this corner. And maybe I don't have any Cybongs left. Tragic. Oof. Oof. Well, we'll handle it. You and you and mostly I think if I slow you down so you're less threatening and then put my own shield up. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, random civilian. Stealing? Bad? Killing? Good. Hey. They're gangsters that attempted to kill me in an alternate timeline. It's totally acceptable, I promise. And also, they just killed a civilian. Which totally isn't my fault for starting a gunfight in the middle of a populated area. Not at all. One moment, I'm gonna clear my throat. There we go. Much better. Grenades kill people, not people. I think a person threw that grenade. There we go. Just as a person fired this sniper rifle. That should sort it out. A shame about the dead civilian. But, life, hey, Rat Island Barbecue, yoink. Mine now. Let's see. 44. I mean, I'll take that, I guess. Core city plans. We've almost got all of those that we need. That's a point of experience. Nothing super impressive on these fellows. That's okay. Hello, fellow. Let's see. Our guy should be around here. I bet he's down that ladder in that room. Let's see. Check the tracker one more time. I bet wrong. I'm glad I checked the tracker. Let's just go ahead and say hello, shall we? I forget. Am I supposed to take him alive? Harlan told you about a Cortec employee who is suspected to have stolen an important device, the so-called ICPD, from one of Cortec's labs. Find him, deal with him, and retrieve the device. I think alive and dead are, interchangeable for this quest. So let's, Hey, Lubin. The terrified man instantly points his gun at you, albeit it took him 1 extra second to actually aim the barrel at your head due to his shaking hands. He eyes you for a moment and speaks to you in a trembling, tense voice. Don't move a muscle, or I'll blow your face to pieces. Do you hear me, scumbag? To pieces. Oh dear. Be careful with that gun. Well, someone might get hurt. Hey, don't you try anything. I know why you're here and who sent you. Just freaking drop off. I think he might be a little tense. I don't think he's happy to see me here. That's right, Cortex sent me to get the device you stole, buddy. Cortex? How did you find me so fast? I thought I took care of the... Wait, listen to me. I don't have the device anymore. I swear, I mean, I don't. Just make way or I'll shoot you. I swear, I'm not giving you another warning. I'll let you go if you give me the device. Tell me who's behind all this. This guy might be just a little bit nervous. I don't know, just a little jumpy. No, damn it, I'm already in too deep. I'm not talking more than I should, and I don't have the device anyway. I should stop talking. If you tell me where it is, I'll let you go. We'll pretend none of this ever happened. Deal. I got intercepted on my way back through the drop zone. Some hardcore-looking zoner with 3 chicks robbed me. And to think it was a better idea to go through that wretched slum. Really? Where are they now? I don't know. I don't know the area that well. The slanted roofs, large slanted roofs, is all I can remember at the moment. Now I'm out of here. Let me pass or I swear this will turn ugly. Thanks for the information, bud. But you're still coming with me. I believe our job was to bring him in dead or alive. It appears that he's decided to come in dead. There we go. That'll do it. That'll do. I have a suspicion that I know where this gang that robbed him might be. Clava. Nothing here. Cool. Now, the question is, can I remember how to get there? The answer may surprise you. More specifically, the answer might be no. There's nothing in that locker. Good job, me. Large slanted roofs. Hello? Sir? What you doing over here? You spot a robed figure doing something to an electronic lock. He had just turned his head away from the direction you came from and was checking out the opposite one, giving you a bit of extra time during which you will not be observing him. There's a hacksaw in his hands, and its screen is casting light inside his hood, illuminating his confusion or maybe irritation, or most likely a bit of both. When he senses your presence, he calmly conceals his hacking device and walks away as if nothing unusual is happening. Okay. Alright. See ya. Nice talking to ya. Key card required. Well, That doesn't seem like a me issue. Let's see. This is not where I wanted to be. Hey, Mac. This young man appears to be drawing some intricate graffiti on the wall. The artist seems focused on getting the final details right on his almost finished piece. Perhaps he doesn't notice you were there, or he is simply ignoring you. In addition, he seems to be faintly humming a catchy melody, one you are unable to recognize, however. Excuse me. Oh, I just wanted to ask about the melody. The man stops working, instead focusing his eyes and surveying you from tip to toe. His eyes go up and down for a short moment before he decides to speak. Oh no. Oh no. What are you working on there? I'm not gonna read your lines. You're something. Mac is cool. Do we think so? I don't know. I don't like him looking me up and down. I guess he's not as bad as Ethan so far. But I ask him what he's working on, and he says, "Graffiti, babe, graffiti." Say, do you like what you see? Yeah. Yeah, looks pretty good. Well, thanks. You do have eyes for real art. Beautiful eyes, I gotta add. This... I did most of the graffiti in Core City. Actually, all of them. I'm the only writer around here. And oh, and I'm not counting what the free drones have been scribbling on the walls. That's amateur work. Huh. Considering where he lives, he's not that bad. At least he doesn't want to kill or rob you. Fair. And I gotta hand it to him. The eyes thing was smooth. He's allowed to shoot his shot. But I should be allowed to tell him to shut up. Once I finish this one, I'm gonna do a throw up. You want to throw up? Question mark? Are you feeling sick? I say, clueless. This is not what this means in this context. I expected that reaction. A throw up is a type of graffiti. It's there's one above me. That big white one. Simple outline with one color fill. A throw up. There's so much of that stuff to talk about, but I gotta finish this piece. Then I'll have more time for chatting and other stuff. No, you won't, Mac. No, you won't. Yoink. Rat Hound Amulet. Point of XP right there. Well, maybe I am glad I came down this alley. But not because I got to talk to Mac. Well, this isn't the area where I'm wanting to be. Nope. Oh, a barrel. Hello, barrel. Hey! An Arena Now broadcasting schedule. We'll have to see what's on the television. I have just noticed I should reload, and somehow we managed to end up all the way over here. Good job, us. You gotta smoke some? Smoke some what, Boo Chian? You mean the Psy Bong? I do. I'm like out of the Psy. I think this might be mid-level that I need to go to for where I'm trying to go. I think I know where this gang is. I think I've got a clue about it. However... Is it this way? Yeah, I think it's this way, actually. see, as I'm passing through, do I have anything that I want to sell off? I do. To our friend Oscar. I do. Hello, buddy. Regular HE, you'll take one more grenade off of me. How about one of these? Cool. Anything else I can sell ya? Nope. Do you want to swap that out? Anything you want to sell me? A couple of these. Neither of those. Yeah, I think we're good. Cool. And then, if we're going to fix the size situation, we'll stop by here, talk to Haiti. A rat hound bite your toe off? No? Nope. They did not. Let's see, we can sell off 3 of these. I've got so many health hypos. But we'll get rid of a couple of those, and we'll get one of these. And I'll pay for the rest. There we go. You don't mind if I do this in here, do you, Haiti? No? Okay. You can ask the barman about Arda. Ah. Oh, hello, Alphabet. That makes sense to me. I'm not sure what he can do about it at this point. But we'll find out. Do you know anything about a merchant named Daniel Arda? The Cyclops, I know him. I just like him, love. He comes here often, pretending to be hardcore, orders a drink, then blatantly hits on my wife before these 2 eyes. What about the time you were hitting on Derica when she was here with her husband? I wasn't hitting on her, love. I was just being friendly. You know I would never hit on another woman. Gene, somehow, despite being in a perfectly reasonable conversation, managed to throw himself directly into the fire. Good job. Nevertheless, where were we? The Cyclops. I think he's been doing some really questionable business. That Hercules thing sounds like a hoax if I've ever seen one. I've heard of some men who bought it, left Core City, and never came back. Look, if you need any help with that guy, let me know. He winks. No one hits on my wife. Oh, and now I can ask him for help with Arda. Oh. The solution was right here. Of course. Of course. Just talk to the bar guy. To the barman. To the bartender. Naturally. Why wouldn't this have been the solution? I have evidence that proves Hercules is an extremely dangerous substance. I just need to somehow present it to everyone in Core City. So you came to me, love. I'm glad for it, because I know just the right man for the job. This guy can access one of those gauntlet ad displays, and he can put on view whatever you want. He already did it before, but that's a different story. That began with some heavy intoxication. He laughs. Just give me the evidence, and I'll take care of everything. Alrighty. Here you go. Thanks, love. So everything's here. You just wait a while, and everyone will know. Absolutely everyone. Oh, there we go. Awesome. You see, that's more or less what I wanted to do originally. I just didn't have any clue that Jean might be able to pull that off. Because the first thing that we had tried was going and talking to, JKK, the people who run the TVs. But they didn't want to buy my story. There wasn't even an option to try. Didn't know you could do it this way? Huh. I didn't know there were other ways to do it. To be fair, I didn't know that you could do it this way either. So, I guess we have to wait a while, but that's okay. Maybe it's one of the leave the screen, come back kind of deals? Yep. He's gone. A local man flees for his damn life. No more follow-up there, so I guess we should just go turn in the job, huh? Well, thank you for the help with that, low efforts. That was very, very helpful. We just gotta go over this way. We gotta go talk to our guy. And that'll be a second Jack quest sorted. That was not too terribly difficult. And then it's gonna be on to the fun one. Lower level. Heck, I just remembered, I wasn't even passing by the bar because I wanted to go talk to the bartender. I was going to where I think that gang is hanging out. That's okay, we'll go back there again. But first, Xander. As you come closer, you see his expression has changed into that of great satisfaction. The frigid stare still remains, however. Perfect. I must say, I enjoy your methods. At first, I was surprised when I saw the ads had turned into something quite different from the norm, but after I finally realized what I was looking at, I am pleased. You can inform Jack that the rest of the money will be transferred to him within hours. As for me, I'll be leaving as of now. So long. Always get the job done. Farewell, buddy. There we go. Now, back upstairs. We'll wrap up the core city job, just because we're on the trail of that. And... then we've got to figure out the Spectre situation. We'll have to do some poking around. Well, actually this isn't speaking of anything. I'm not going to be speaking for a brief moment because I'm going to take a big gulp of coffee. That is really good. Kit brought back this, I don't know, it's like instant coffee, but it's like already got like non-dairy creamer mixed in. It's some Indonesian brand. I hadn't tried it before. It's really, really good. I'm a fan. Do you still remember what you learned from the document from Oscar? If you learned anything, that is. Well, I learned a few things from it. Yeah, that's true. Oh, and hello, Fuzanha. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Oh, let's see. What did we learn? We learned, number one, that specters exist. That they are ruthless, skilled assassins that shove needles up people's noses. I don't know. They're very scary. And we also got a list of names and details that they are believed to have been wiped out, but not all the bodies were recovered. Yes, hello, hello. So I believe that is that everything that we know about the Spectres? We may want to stop by and review the document. Believe it or not, we may need to do a little bit of review. It's been a little while since we followed up this quest. Svetlana, Duff, Tina, Priscilla. We got them. These are them. So, this is Duff, the guy, and the three ladies with him. This... I could probably just kill them. Talk to them first. Okay, I'll talk to them first, but I could probably just shoot them. The woman waves you away as you come closer to her. She is silent, but words are unneeded when such an inhospitable face is being presented. I think you have something I need. She taps her ear a few times. An ICPD. You took it from a man who came through here recently. She nods in understanding, but pauses to think for a second. After a brief moment of contemplation, she nods again. A smirk appears on her face as soon as she raises her hand and rubs her thumb against her index and middle finger. I'm mimicking the action. Rubs her thumb against her index and middle finger. Oh, that money. She wants money. I'll rattle some coins. She nods with a smile. After that, she signals you to follow her. You are led before a hefty man. As he turns towards you, you notice him to have numerous and shiny piercings on his face, all of which reflect the violent pictures from the screen behind him. He takes one last glance at the monitor before focusing on you, not doing well at hiding his irritation. What do you want, huh? Why are you interrupting me while I'm watching the arena? Deathhammer just killed 45 burrowers, and he's about to kill some more, yet Duff's gotta talk to this jackass here. Come on, speak already. I heard you recently acquired an ICPD. I'm here to collect it. What is she talking about, IPDC? Duffy, she's gotta be talking about that whatever it's called you took from that scrawny fellow. He laughs. Yeah, I remember the guy. What a meathead. So, is that what you're after? This, huh? He produces a peculiar, high-tech device. Yeah, that appears to be it. Not so fast, meathead. This thing ain't cheap. How much you offer for this thing? I see. If I don't think he knows what he has. I do not think that Duff here understands what he has in his hand. He didn't even know what it was called. I think our industrial spy just got randomly robbed by this gang. I don't think they're working for anyone. I don't think there's some big conspiracy that set him up. I think this was a random robbery. I'll give you $200 for it. Not bad. Not bad. But I think this should cost more. More. Tina shows several hand signals to Duff. You have no idea what they represent, but the way she glances at you makes it highly unlikely they mean anything nice. Yeah, Tina, she sure is. They're insulting me. You aren't gonna get more for this, let alone without actually knowing what the thing does. I'm sure I'll find someone. Try harder. Let's find another way to settle this. Just get on with it, will you? I'm gonna miss the freaking match. I'll be back later. You know, every once in a while, you just gotta solve your problems with some high-velocity lead. Every once in a while, somebody makes rude finger sign gestures at you, and they're talking about you they're talking trash right in front of you. And I don't know that I can stand by that. Not at all. I don't think that's cool of them. to be perfectly honest with you. Let's see. Go ahead and give me night vision. Who's next on the list? Priscilla? Gulp. You were supposed to die, actually. Would you consider doing that for me? Just a little bit? Let's see, slow you down. I think you're melee. Cool. And I'm just gonna back up a bit. Yeah, the 95% chance to hit. Oh, well. So long as... Okay. We'll try that one more time. I kind of forgot that the crossbows are so dangerous to me. I probably need to keep in mind that crossbows get through my shield easier. I hadn't thought about that before, but that is true, it seems. Well, we'll take that into account this time. I forgot to do shooting spree, but we'll do that next turn. It'll be fine. Maybe. Possibly. Oh, almost. Not quite. Like 1 damage short. 2. We left her on 2%. You're gone. You're not, but I can arrange for you to be. A bit of adrenaline and another shot from our faster sniper rifle. There you go. Then we just kite our remaining fellow. Oh, who's going real fast. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. Turn off the night vision, and that's all taken care of. And that, folks, is how you acquire your very own ICPD for your home. I have no idea what all the different buttons on this thing do. The big blue one seems very tempting, but then again, maybe it's better not to touch it. You see, I was willing to pay a very reasonable price for this. 200 bucks is a lot of money, I think. It's more than they have on them. But no, they decide to make fun of me. They decide to make weird, incomprehensible gestures towards me. Well, that'll be a job done. I think we can go report into the boss. Everything should be all good now. And then we need to figure out what we're doing about the final Jack's quest. That is not the button I meant to press. Let's see. Where is this gonna be hanging out? It's on the upper level, I believe. Right over here. Up our elevator. And here it is. You know, just stepping into the office. Yeah, hey Greg. Hey Stephanie. Well, you know what they say, another day, another dollar, right? Oh, hey, there's our cute little robot, which enticed us to actually work here. And Joseph, hey. Scarlett, it is a pleasure to see you as always. I have the ICPD. Harlan smiles, this time with such delight it almost seems out of place. Perfect. You delivered again. I can say, and I am becoming more and more certain, that we have made the right choice by accepting you as our employee. And Lubin? What of him? Dead. I see. I guess you had no choice. Here's your payment. You are shaping up to be a valuable asset, I can say. Good work, Scarlet. I think the equipment provided with the payment will be satisfactory. He hands you $400 and an energy pistol. Thanks, boss. The $400 is nice. We could I opt out of the energy pistol though? Now I believe there is his headset starts flashing red, interrupting his sentence. Would you excuse me for a second? This seems important. He responds to the call. The more he listens, the more serious his expression becomes. At the same time, you hear numerous resounding footsteps as they stampede from one side of the hallway to the other. After a minute of silence, Harlan answers with a simple, "I understand," and then looks at you, his countenance unchanged. We have an emergency. One of our warehouses is under attack. We don't know who's behind it. Maybe it's the Faceless, maybe... Just go there and help our forces repel the attackers. The warehouse is located in the city, just west from the main city entrance. Expect anything, Scarlet. If you need to arm yourself, do so quickly, for every second counts. Now go there. There's no time to lose. Agent Henderson and her men will meet you there. Oh. So we're just being thrown right into another one, huh? Okay. Alright. To the warehouse we go then. I don't have anything going on. Sure, boss. Whatever you say. So just west of the city gate. I think that's this way. I believe. Let's charge the shield emitter. There we go. This isn't west, this is east. I may be a little directionally challenged. This is not the right way, it's the other way. This should be it. We've got a barrel. Got another barrel. With a Biocorp Technology Catalog fragment in it. That's a point of XP for us. Now, if I was a Core-Tech warehouse that was under attack, I'd be right here. Yup. I'd say this is probably the place. It does in fact look to be a warehouse, and it did in fact have a dead body right there. Just a bunch of people. Another one of these. Looks like Henderson is up ahead. Our fellow Core-Tech agent, our fellow Core-Tech sniper. I look okay, right? Like my hair's not all messed up. I don't. There's nothing like attached to me. Like you know, no lint or anything. My clothes look good. I picked a good outfit today, right, everybody? Hi, Agent Henderson. Nice to meet you. Agent Scarlet. I'm Agent Julia Henderson. Pleased to meet you, Agent. Tell me what happened here. We got here minutes before you. We found all security systems offline, including the ceiling turrets. Looks like one well-planned, well-executed attack. Luckily, the attackers are not faceless, but whoever is behind this knows what they're doing. Prepare yourself, agent. There will definitely be more of them coming. Okay. Then we get to make a choice about our defensive position, I guess. I think I can snipe from behind this. So yeah, we'll set up our defenses right here in this room. She nods. Assume your positions, agents. Alright. Let's go. Oh, pardon me. Alright. Hey, I hope I can shoot through this. Anybody on their way? Do we see anybody? Maybe, possibly. There might be enemies on the way. Maybe. Not sure. There they are. Let's go ahead, put our shield up. I don't see anybody, so I'm just gonna go ahead and let time go. Lovely. It does look like I'm gonna be able to take shots from back here. So that wasn't a kill. This should be. There you go. Oof. Alright. So much for holding our defensive positions. We've got a stealthed mercenary right there. No longer. Cool. This should be a pretty straightforward little defense, unless they've got something bigger coming. Our crew seems to be doing pretty well for themselves. Though I would be much happier if they did not keep moving out into the line of fire. That would be very helpful for me. Yeah, that would be very helpful. There we are. Maybe I can come back over here. Set up shop. Maybe even stealth, just so I can get a snipe off next turn. Yeah, I like it. Oh no. Oof. I didn't mean to run forward like that. Yeah, that's the end of that. Oof. Okay. Hmm. We will have to think this one through a little bit more, I think. Let's see, snatch that up. Come over here. Hello, Agent Anderson. Nice to meet you. Do we want to hold out in this room? Honestly, I'm thinking that the sandbags may... No. This room still, I think, is fine. I think this is a perfectly acceptable space to fight from. We just gotta wait. Wait and hang out. I guess they're just gonna slowly creep towards us from across the map is what's happening. I don't know. Here. Keeps quick saving as we get that a little bit closer. Just so that if we die again, we don't have to wait the whole time. Yep. Any moment now. Oh, there they are. Oh, I see. One of the stealth guys got in. Oh, that went very well for him, clearly. Nice shot. Alrighty. My night vision ran out instantly. Oof. That's an issue. Okay. Now I should put my shield up and actually start taking some real shots. Like that, maybe. Maybe also like this. Cool. That's a problem. I'm still entangled. I cannot move. I guess we stun you, and we try and figure out a way to get a shot into this guy. It's gotta be with the Dragonov. There you go. Entropic Recurrence kills him. There you go. Remember, best ability in the game. He's stunned so he can't heal, so his death is guaranteed. There you go. Is that guy still back there? I hope not. No, okay, good. Let's make sure we're reloaded, and... Is that really it? Nope, there's still more out there. What are you look like melee, so both of these guys are melee, I believe. Unfortunate, such is life. Let's do an LTI. I don't have the action points because I've hit myself with dilation, which means it's time to double down and fix that. Okay. Oh, the warehouse? What try? The second try. I think the second try is going pretty well. Let's see, evaded. We're pretty deep into the second attempt here. So, if I can take out crossbow, I think is the bigger threat. So, nothing special, just land your snipe, like so. Put your shield back on. Okay, if you can't do that, reposition just a little bit for this fellow. That's until you get one shot, that's true. That's true. But so far, the Cortec people seem to be taking the brunt of the beating here, so that works for me. You're not dead. Do I dare? Do I dare gamble on another psychotemporal contraction? The answer is yes. We've got to get this kill. There you go. My shield is finally back on. I think you hold your ground. It's a good encounter. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You wait for the enemy to... You wait for the enemy to run into the choke point and then you shoot them, right? The way that our build is dealing with this is pretty straightforward. Good luck, Cortec fellows. I wish you the very best. Truly I do. 41% chance to hit you is not very good. But you gotta get to work on this target anyhow. Recurrence, because you're not gonna kill you next turn, but you want to keep damage on target. And then, you know, honestly, you're shotgun guy. I'm just gonna kind of stand here. Just don't throw grenades into your guys. Yeah, they won't like that. Generally... Oh no. Oh no. Boss, get down. The enemy sniper. Oh no. That's actually a big threat. That's actually a substantial problem, the enemy sniper right there. We'll figure it out. First off, load the good stuff. We need to break through this guy's can. And miss the 95% chance. Very good. There goes one of our Cortec people. At least that one dies. The enemy sniper, I'm not gonna be able to hit reliably. That's a shame. But Frankly, I'm just gonna leave it be. Hold position, save my AP, let the fatigue go down. If the enemy sniper wants to engage me, they have to wander back into line of sight. I've loaded the other good bullets, which I don't think we've used before, the JHPs, which should, if I'm understanding these stats correctly, incurs 150% of mechanical damage resistance and threshold, but the damage that penetrates the armor is increased by 40% against organic targets. I think that this is going to mess a fleshy target up. Not good against any kind of armor, but against these people who are like in vests, I think it should do work. I think it does work. I liked that. We got some more on the way. Another crossbow. There's so many of them. Depends on armor. Bad armor is good for these. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If we just put a regular old round into you, I don't think I even need an aimed shot. Though I do need to hit you. But that's okay. That is okay. I think you just get away with it for this turn. I don't think I'm going anywhere. The crossbow... Oh gosh. Henderson, be careful. Henderson's in some trouble. Okay. I really don't want Henderson to die. I like Henderson. We may have only shared a few words, but I'm invested in Henderson surviving this encounter. So how do I handle that? How do I make that happen? A grenade into you could do the trick. Alright. That was not a grenade into the intended target in the slightest. I must confess, that was not a very good throw. Do I have any other tricks up my sleeve? One of these. I don't think I have the AP to make the switch, do I? That was close, that was close. That almost ruined everything. Okay. So long as I stay in a position where I'm going to be able to get a shot against you. Okay, you healed. Good. And they're dead. There is an enemy sniper lurking around. There they are. They don't see me. Perfect. Come on, where are you? If I lurk, like, right here, I just need to get one really good shot against the sniper. The switch costs 50, insta-save when out of combat. Will do, will do. Absolutely, after all of this, we are absolutely instantly saving when this is over. From the looks of things, the sniper is the last one left. And their shield is almost broken. I think if I hit the snipe, they die. I think that if I hit this aimed shot, they die. There we go. That should do it. I suspect that that's everybody. Alright. If there's anybody else... Hey, Anderson. I think that's all of them. Undominating, there are like twice the amount of enemies. Oh no. Oh gosh. Dominating just sounds insane as a difficulty. Absolutely wild. Well done, Agent. Well done. We pulled through. I'll stay here and secure the area. You may leave now and report to Harlan. Alright. Understood. See ya. However, I need to, just, check the bodies for evidence. Very important task here. Don't worry. Just gotta, yep, lots of evidence in this guy's pockets. Oh, yep, forensics. Really gonna love this one. Yeah, but it can be done. Just needs setup. I'm sure, I'm sure. That's a... Is this a good shield? It's more efficient than mine. Lower capacity. Nah, I think it's worse. Yeah, that's not quite as good of a shield. On dominating, you have to be creative. It seems like it. A head-on approach does not seem like it works in dominating. Oh, they were bringing a good sniper. A 12.7mm Harbinger with bipod. It is pretty darn good. It doesn't have the correct attachments, but I'll take it with me. Thank you, enemy sniper. Lockpick. Cool. Lower damage, greater than higher damage. Yeah, it's I mean it's a harbinger, so it has the tighter damage range is the main thing. It caps out at about the same level, but it's not you know, it's not going to disappoint us quite as readily, I guess is the way I can describe it. Check the Cortex body. Oh yeah, we should find them. There's definitely more corpses in the giant pile over here. Yeah, one of the Cortex buddies didn't make it. There you are. Nope. Nope. There you are. They've got a Cortex pamphlet, which we already got. That's a shame. That's a really good oddity. One of those. A Cortex energizing vest. I believe we've already got one of these, but I'll take it with me just to be sure. We've got a tactical respirator. He's got a meh shield, expensive laser pistol, some EMP. Okay. Let's see. The throwing that's bothering me, so I'll take it. There we go. And I think that's everything looted. Oh, we never checked out the rest of the warehouse, actually. I never actually went back here. But it looks like the rest of the warehouse is actually blocked off, so... There's a route out here through the window. I think there's a way to get around the corner and come in that way. Take shield, expensive. Okay, that's a good point. The shield did sell really well off of that sniper. Let's see, that was you, if I recall correctly? Yeah, we'll take her. Now we just gotta find somebody who can buy it off of us. And then I want to check out this little... I don't know. Does this even qualify as an alley? It's more like a precarious ledge. Oh, I'm glad I came down here. An old world booze bottle. An old empty bottle of deer beer. That's 2 points of XP. Very good. No secret way in here, but that's okay. And the Cortec one? The Cortec one was really... I'll grab it. I think that we've got the space. Yeah, we've got plenty of inventory space. I've been trying to restrain myself better from looting everything in sight. Yeah, I guess that one sounds okay. I don't know what I was saying. Something about restraining my loot hoarding instincts. Alright, well, let's get out of here. Let's go talk to the boss. That's a job well done. A bit more coffee in me. Good, good, good. Do you plan on crafting leather armor? I do, actually. We managed to acquire some high-quality materials in the form of ancient rat hound leather. We've got black cloth to make it stealthy. I've also got nice soft foot padding for boots and stuff. I want to make like a high-quality suit at some point. It's not a immediate thing, but I'd like to invest in making a really nice suit of armor. Then you'll need a lot of money, like 15k and more for expedition. Oh goodness. Gosh, I do need to remember that. And just because I'm kind of rich right now in the current situation, like, because we're walking around, we got like 6k coins on us, and SGS credits too, which are not worth quite as much. But this all probably totals out to something around 7,000 charons, give or take. Something along those lines. Let's see, divide that by 3. A little more, probably, then. Probably not quite 8,000 charons after conversions. 6k is enough to buy anything, but not enough for late game yummies, not items. Ah, I see. Yeah, so we'll have to keep hoarding money. We'll keep saving up. Alright, Scarlet, it's a pleasure to see you as always. A pleasure to see you, Joseph. The warehouse has been secured. Harlan smiles. Scarlet, Agent Anderson already reported back. You did a great job there. I was really worried it was the Faceless attacking us, I can say. You delivered yet again, Scarlet. You never disappoint. Take this. He hands you 500 charons and a tactical vest. Ooh, more money. I have nothing else for you at the moment, but you will be called when you're needed. He smiles. Alright. Well, I guess that's the initial Cortex stuff done. We will want to confer with Cortex, I think, when we're looking for the Acid Hunters. I believe is the idea, but that is not an immediate issue. He did give us a kind of nice insulated anti-rifle overcoat, but it's not the kind of thing that I use, so life goes on, right? Alright. Now, it's time for the big job. It's murder mystery time. No more distractions. Alright? It is time. Where is it? It's under, yeah, Southgate Station quests. Yes, you're done with Cortex for now. You will know when it will continue, but I can tell you what you should do to achieve it. Ah, I see, I see. I think for the moment I want to focus on wrapping up Jack's quests, but in due time, we should kick off more Cortex stuff. Do you trade with a Cortex merchant, by the way? There's a there's a Cortex merchant. I was unaware. I had no idea. I thought they just gave me jobs. Let's see. Oh. Hello. There's a whole place over here. Hello, scientists. How's Trix? Tricky? The one you just talked to? Oh? More more scientists. Do you mind if I look through your recycle? Okay, no, don't mind me. The one I just talked to. Harlan? Each oligarch has a unique shop. Oh. No, I don't think Harlan sells anything. Cortec merchant. Receptionist, do you know anything about a merchant? No. I'm not sure where it is. Most of this space looks like dorm rooms. Let's see, I can't go in there. This looks like more dorms. Is there anything over here? I'm curious now. Because another shop to sell things to would be quite nice. Yeah, this just looks like where people live. Oh, don't open that door. They'll be mad. Huh. Oh, what about this one? Oh, I lied. It opens up later. I forgot. Oh, that's okay. Thank you for trying to tell me about it, though. It's absolutely something I would miss, so... it happens. Well then. Now, no more distractions. It is time. It is time. We have a quest to complete. A murder mystery quest. To wrap up the Detective Chronicles. We are, well, hot on the trail is not necessarily the term that I should use. More like we are meandering after the trail of a specter who killed a member of SGS. We need to figure out how exactly we're gonna track him down. Oh, so Scarlett, do you want to hear about the hell my players have to go through for this one shot? Oh, absolutely, Coffee. Please. Please do. I'd love to hear about it as I try to piece together where to go next. So first off, let's go review what we know. Alright? There's one main body of evidence that we have. Hey, Oscar. Oscar here... Oscar here is the kind of guy who posts classified military documents to forums, in order to prove other people wrong. This is the kind of person that you find on the War Thunder forums. He was willing to show us classified and stolen documents on the Spectres just to show us how cool they are. So we're gonna go ahead and review and see if anything stands out on further review. Oh, first they have to get through a beach landing while under fire, then they get ambushed by a bunch of kobolds riding drakes, and they fight a young red dragon and 4 kobolds manning ballistas. Oh. Sounds like hell for sure. Good. It's a one-shot, I think he said, so, you can absolutely... I love putting players through impossibly difficult situations in one-shots. Let's see, so... This file contains all known information on BioCorp's Special Operations Force, Spectre. They're part of BioCorp security. They've got a spooky insignia. Don't worry about it. James C. Barlington, Rudolph Bringer, Timmy Joe Burner, Michael Mordington, Stephen Luck, Stefan, Harkira Montamo, Alyssa Bain, Johann Hagenstrom, and Gunther. The Spectres were BioCorp's most elite unit, composed of a small number of highly trained operatives, and usually tasked with performing dangerous missions. They were most often sent to perform assassination missions. Before the takeover of BioCorp, they were a part of approximately 245 operations. 156 of these were assassinations. They were infamous for executing their victims by stabbing them through a nostril and into the brain, leaving very little and sometimes undetectable traces of how the target was killed. Hint, pay attention to names and try to connect some. Better also screenshot? Yeah, we should. Oh, and if they survive all that, in one day, overhead an ancient red dragon flies, then smash cut to black. Oh, did I mention they're all level 5? That sounds delightful, coffee. Yeah, we should definitely pay attention to these names. If we're gonna find somebody, that's gonna be our main lead. Let's see. All known specters were killed during Operation Banishment, launched by Praetorian Security. While several bodies were never recovered, no specter activity was detected after the operation, which is meaningless because these guys are specialized in stealthy, undetectable assassinations. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back and I'm going to take notes on these names. I'm going to write them down myself, just very briefly. James C. Barlington. Just so I can just always glance over and see it during this hunt. Rudolph. And maybe I've encountered somebody with a name like this, or just one of these names before. Timmy Joe Burner doesn't sound familiar. Timmy Joe Burner. Michael Mordington was the subject of a rather famous movie, actually. Mordius, so actually we may be able to find that guy. Actually, hold on a minute. Actually, hold on. Isn't there a guy that hangs out in the caves? Like the Mushroom Cove cave and fishes? Like the fishing guy? Didn't he have a name like Mordred or something? But that definitely wasn't his real name. Like that was just what he told us to call him. Go and check? Yeah. Okay, hold on. Making a note. Mordred? Question mark? That just, like, flashed into my mind. That's a character that I've spoken to countless times, like, through multiple campaigns, like, going to do the Mushroom Cove quests and being like, hey, how are the fish biting, buddy? I never thought, like, I thought he'd be, like, into something shifty, but, you know, because that's how his character was portrayed, as like, oh, you know, yeah, if I told you my real name, I'd have to kill you kind of deal, but I never thought it'd be, I never thought it'd come back up. Okay, let's finish taking the names. Harkira, go and check. Will do. Yeah, we've got a lead. I was a bit concerned that this would be like me sitting here racking my brains for several minutes, but that just came to me like just out of nowhere. Alyssa Bain. We've got Johan Hagenstrom. And we've got Gunther. Alright. Notes taken. We've got a train to catch, I suspect. Let's try and sell off some of this stuff before we head out. This is a nice sniper rifle, but it doesn't have the rapid reloader and it doesn't have the anatomical scope. We're gonna build a nicer one in due time, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. Not gonna carry around all the extra weight. I don't really need this thing either frankly. I've already got one, like, in like a locker or on a shelf near here. So we'll get rid of that. I'm carrying 12 pounds of bullets with me. More than that. We're gonna have to drop off some of that. Goodness gracious. What am I doing? Am I carrying any TNT right now? Just to make sure I'm not... Okay, I'm carrying like 3 charges. That'll be fine. Yeah, honestly, I'll trade at a loss here. It'll be fine. I just want to get that stuff out of my inventory. You have a million hypos, that's true. I need to like drop them off and get rid of them. We can get rid of one of each of these. There we go. Tichrome hair clip. There's no way... Well, maybe you can afford to buy this off of me. I don't need this for a quest, do I? Because actually, you could buy this off of me. Now it's worth a lot less. Half value. But it is money. It's for selling? Awesome. Awesome, awesome. 4 foodstuffs. Yeah, you'll buy luxury items like this. Cool. So we'll take that. Anything fun that you're selling? The answer would appear to be no, so we'll just take the cash and go. Alright, let's go get the train. Get out of here. We've got an appointment. We've got an appointment to keep. You know what we should also do sometime is actually go and do some fishing. I'd like to. This is the docks. I went way too far. Lower level. Here it is. We should do some actual fishing sometime. I haven't. And I should. But also... I feel like that's, maybe not gonna be the most exciting to watch. Is me obsessing over the fishing minigame. Especially since... mechanically there are really not many benefits to me doing it. Right? Okay. I'm not gonna go into Oh, actually, I do need to go through SGS. The access to Mushroom Cove is on the lower level. For fishing, you need to fish in different parts of the world. We'd go on a big old fishing adventure. Let's see. Cave tunnel exit and docks. And of course, the killer must be, I mean, they don't have to be, but they probably live somewhere around SGS given that the murder happened here. Right? It just makes, the more I think about this, the more and more sense that it makes that this guy may be responsible. Maybe. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Well, we'll find out soon, I suppose. We'll find out soon. Let's see. South to Mushroom Cove. It's going to be down this way. Got some rocks there. We can blow through those and go exploring if we want, but for the moment, so I think we're going this way. There was also a dungeon somewhere around here. A dungeon. Like one of the random little areas that we never quite managed to get through. Okay, you're over here. Yeah, Mordra. Could you be Michael Mordington? Hey, buddy. And if you are, why'd you kill him? Hey. What do you know about Patrick Pierce's death? Died in his sleep? That's how I remember it, at least. Can you tell me what he was like as a person? Patrick. He was okay. People liked him. He had some good friends here in SGS. I'd met him in the bar a few times. We would chat, but we never socialized more than that. I don't know. I don't know. Did you clear warehouse? We did, low efforts. We did. Second try. It went pretty smoothly. How much persuasion do you have? We have effective 68 persuasion. I'd say we're relatively persuasive. Not super persuasive, but relatively speaking. Pardon me. Mordra. Tell me about deep eels. Yep, that's a pretty normal option. Nice cigar. I have ways in the cost. It's not as much as you think. I'll spoil this one. If you want to kill his friend, you need 90 persuasion once you have enough evidence. I think you already know that he did it. Yeah, he seems... I am intensely suspicious of him. I need some evidence. I wonder if he's got a room at SGS. She didn't know for sure, but now she does, I guess. Yeah, that was probably a bit much to spoil low efforts. Probably a bit much. But I do think this is definitely our guy. Now how do I bring him in? We'll look into it. This is not the correct way. I guess you didn't do that yet. Also, yeah, I thought you'd met Free Drones. No, we haven't talked to Free Drones yet. Well, I mean a little, but we haven't been to their base yet or anything. We need things tied to the guy, right? Detective mode. You can try talking to the doctor again? Okay, we'll check in with the doctor, especially now that we have a list of suspects. Or rather, a suspect. One, singular. I just need something to tie to him. Let's see. Yeah, we can talk to the doc, see what's up. I'm wondering if the guy's got a room, and if he's got a room, then maybe I could break into it and find some evidence. You know, just a little bit of, you know, detective work. a note that says, haha, I am a specter. Or maybe just the nose brain-piercing needle, murder weapon, something like that. Because I'm sure it's not just any needle that they shove up people's noses to kill them, right? It feels like something that would have a very particular design. Let's stop by Medical and Psionics, see what we can find out from the doc. Hey, boss. I think that I've already exhausted your dialogue regarding all of this. You'll buy 5 medicines. Please do. Shame. Oh well, see ya. Oh, see ya, Low Efforts. Thank you so much for stopping in. You have a good day. Let's see. Our guy. What did the doctor say? We had talked to him when we had him do the autopsy. Again. That's coming back to me. And he had confirmed that this was a homicide. He had found the mark inside the guy's nose, and he had... And we implored him not to break the news until we were ready, just so we didn't spook the killer, right? That was what was going on. I have no way to tell which of these rooms would be Mordred's, if any of them. That also feels like a dead end. Good, so you know pretty much everything. Yeah, I think that we've got most of the pieces. I just need to prove that this guy is our killer. Can you tell the whole story? Yeah, so... This guy... Well, if we peer through the window... This guy, Lennox. Did you read the PC in medical? Only what we thought we needed from it. We can check it again. But... What if our guy has records that are useful? We should check again. That's a good point. Basically, Lennox thinks his brother, Patrick, was murdered. Nobody believes him. The autopsy didn't reveal... The initial autopsy didn't reveal any cause of death, and didn't reveal any signs of foul play. We kept on it until we figured out that the victim, Patrick, was used to be a member of the... What are they called? Praetorian Guard? Something like that? You know, one of the oligarch groups in Core City. He used to be part of their group that hunted down the Spectres in Operation Banishment. He was since retired after an injury in the field, which we thought may have been the actual cause of death. He had some kind of, like, back injury, spinal injury. Somebody hit him in the back with a sledgehammer. So, originally I had been following up that lead to get his medical records and see if there might have been, like, a complication resulting from that when we stumbled into the involvement in Operation Banishment. Looking at the Spectre document, we found out about the Spectre's method of killing, which brought us back here to ask Pascal to check for that specific incision in the nose. He found it, confirming that it was indeed foul play, it was indeed murder, and it was done by a Spectre. We look at the name list, that leads us to Mordred, who is a shifty individual that hangs out fishing in Mushroom Cove. It's the only name on the list that I kind of recognized after I made a Morbius joke. And now we are here. So, patient archive, access denied, recent patient list. Originally, I did not read through all of these because it felt messed up. It felt a little messed up to dig through other people's medical histories. However, Michael Mortington. Michael Mortington, that's just his name. Wait a minute. Hold on, it's right here. It's literally just his name in the medical records. Alright. I think we solved the murder. Yeah, exactly. Goodness. Symptoms. Sharp chest pain. Mordred came while everyone else was asleep and complained about a sharp chest pain waking him up. I checked him out but couldn't find anything. Took some samples, left him in the office while I did some testing, and other than slightly lower vitamin B levels, nothing seems to be wrong with him. Update. He said everything is fine now. A few days have gone by without any chest pains. Told him to see me if the pain returns. Oh. I see. Hear me out. Mortington fakes chest pains to justify a visit to Pascal's office. Pascal leaves him unattended in the office while he does testing, something that Mortington could count on happening because, you know, he's aware of Pascal's operation, like he lives here. He knows that he would have to leave the room in order to do the testing for something like the chest pain, right? He thought this through. When Pascal is out of the room, he steals a suitable instrument, a medical instrument of some kind of needle, that can be used to conduct the Spectre-style murders, right? He's a Spectre, he knows what he's looking for, he knows what he needs. He finds some kind of medical instrument capable of making the precise incision through the nose and into the brain to commit the murder. And then, mysteriously, these symptoms disappear and everything's fine. Meanwhile, Pascal is none the wiser that some minor, I don't know, scalpel or something is missing. One needle missing from this whole medical wing. Who would notice? There's no paper trail saying that Mortington came into possession of this tool. It's clean. You know, ghost-like, Spectre-like, professional work. But that'll do it. Access medical inventory. We need to establish that this is missing. Let's look at surgical equipment. Articulators, bone chisels. Got an asterisk next to it. Caudal cartilage crusher, I don't think that's what we're looking for. Bone cutter, bone distractor. Ilizarov apparatus. Intramedullary kinetic bone distractor. Bone drill, bone lever, bone mallet, bone rasp, bone saw, bone skid, bone splint, bone button. Caliper, cannula, cautery, curette, depressor, dissecting knife, surgical pinzette, forceps. The numbers for certain types are not correct. Recheck. That could be part of it. Dermatome and acanthylus, hook, nerve hook, obsterarical hook, skin hook, lancet, scalpel. Looks at her lithotome. Oh god, this is a massive inventory. Lithotript, mallet, mammotome, occluder, osteotome, elevator, probe, retractor, rib spreader, rongure, ultrasonic scalpel, laser scalpel, scissors, spatula, scapulum, sponge bowl, sterilization tray, sterile saw, suction tube, surgical knife, surgical mesh, surgical needle, surgical needle straight, extra large. Note, one is inexplicably missing from operating room. Doubt it was broken and discarded. They're big and sturdy. That's our murder weapon. An extra large straight surgical needle, which Michael Mortington stole during his appointment with Pascal while he was out of the room, which he then used to kill Patrick Pierce. I think I got it. You think so, you think I got it, Boo Boo Chion? I think that's our murder weapon. So, now that we've established that that is missing, let's just double check some of this other stuff. Medication list is too long for you to review. Notes. New medical equipment. Couldn't receive neurotoxin. I think most of these are red herrings. Standard equipment. Just, yeah, make sure I'm not missing anything. Sounds about right? Awesome. So we believe that this is missing. If we can track it down, that's our murder weapon. We just need to find it. Now let's talk to Pascal. Pascal doesn't want to talk to me. Pascal looks at me and is like, damn it, detective, get out of here. Can I talk to the boss about it? Get permission to conduct a search or something. Somebody's gotta be able to help me. Yeah, I wanted to ask you a couple of questions about Patrick Pierce. Lennox is back at it. I think I've already done this one. Just want to help him out. Yeah, he's not gonna help me. Darn it. I've got all the pieces, I just need to find the right person to talk to about it. Lennox doesn't have any connections, unfortunately. Old Jonah's. No. Nice rifle, though. Selling some interesting things these days, aren't you, buddy? Let's see, energy converter. No. I mean, Pascal already checked and confirmed the murder. Yeah, he's confirmed the murder. Maybe I can go talk to Mordra now. Lennox asked you to investigate, not to arrest anybody? Oh. Well then. I guess that is technically a job done. We'll talk to him. I just don't want to end the quest prematurely. I have reasons to believe that your brother was murdered. Lennox's eyes enlarge, revealing fully how bloodshot they actually are. Really? Do you know who did it? Oh, I just have a suspect list. Oh. I didn't realize. Usually in this game, it's like your character has to have established that they know something for sure before it becomes a dialogue option. Here, I can just pick whoever I want. Actually, It was old Jonas the whole time. No, it's Mordred. Why would he do something like that? He had reasons for revenge. Revenge? Tell me what you know. You need to tell Lennox the clues that made you to suspect Mordred was a killer. Let's do general clues first. The game has surprises, it seems to. I've got tons of clues. Oh my gosh. We're about to go off. So... something was used to pierce Patrick's nose and damage the brain. Yeah, keep going. Spectres are elite assassins who are famous for killing their targets by stabbing them through the nose, killing them and leaving a wound that is difficult to find. During his Praetorian security days, Patrick was a part of the operation that hunted down and killed the remaining Spectres, Biocorp's elite special forces unit. Mordred's real name is Michael Mordington. And Michael Mordington was a member of the Spectre unit. It doesn't seem relevant. Multiple choice. It doesn't matter that Patrick was blamed for problems by Brett. Murder weapon clues? Patrick was killed with a large surgical needle. Alright. I think that's everything. I think that's my whole case. We'll finish presenting. That bastard. Thank you. You finally discovered who killed Pat. You can return to Jack for your payment. I finally know what happened to him. Oh, yep, good job. Yes. I feel clever for finally having put it all together. What will you do now? I'll talk to Tanner about this. I'll take care of everything. Awesome. So long, Lennox. Rest well, now that you know the truth. I say, tipping my detective hat and walking out into the inexplicably black and white, city street. Credits roll. Now for the most interesting part. Oh. Yeah, that's right. He's gonna talk to Tanner now, isn't he? Should we check in on that immediately? Or should I just go to Jack and then we can come back and deal with it? The consequences of our actions later. Here, we'll go to agronomy and pens. You won't say anything, I think? Just go to Jack? Cool. Cool. Then we'll just go up here. We'll catch the train. We'll go talk to Jack. Life will be good. Let's go to Core City. Did you find the Core City teleport? Yeah, we found one of them. This one in here. We could have taken it. We could have. But also, it goes to the same place as the train, so... Search where the merchants are? Okay, we'll keep an eye out. Thank you. These things are tough to spot. We'll have to pass by there anyhow, so I'll keep my eyes peeled for any little symbols on the ground. Trains cost 25 gold, though. That is true. But brews also cost something. They're probably cheaper, come to think of it. Let's see, nothing here. They're probably in a hidden spot, out of the way. Any alleys? We'll keep an eye out. we'll keep an eye out. For now, though... Oh, there's Jack. Hey, boss. The jobs are done. Every single one of them. I've done Everard's assignment. He pays me 400 bucks. I've done Xander's assignment. He gives me 400 bucks. I've done Pierce's assignment. And he gives me 400 bucks. Gosh. If only making money was so easy. Press tab. Oh, it's probably... yeah, it might be behind something. We'll give it a look in just a moment. I've done everything you asked. Now what, Jack? Indeed you have, and with optimal results even. This hasn't gone unnoticed. Yes! We did a good job. Jack says we're a good girl. There's someone who wishes to speak with you. Travel to the caves below Lower UnderRail and look for Azif in a place called the Hanging Rat. Ooh. My kind of place. Alrighty. How do I find this place? By being resourceful, as you were so far. Enter the caves from the rail crossing station and start your search from there. Buddy, I have entered the caves from the rail crossing station many times. You can't send me back there. Have you any idea how many streams we've spent in those caves specifically? Alright, I'll look for Aziv. Let's see. Two screens into the caves? Okay, that's not too bad. Come on, eyes. Find the little tiny faint mark on the floor. I feel like I'm contending with one of those, they wouldn't put it just flat out behind a wall. They would not be so cruel, would they? Could it be in here? No, that's a toilet. It's not here technically, but tab is for something here. Oh. There is the ladder. There's a guy down here, isn't there? Oh, well... Of course it's down here. Why wouldn't it be? Alrighty. Hey, Rash. Don't worry about what you're about to witness. It's not for you to be concerned about. Teleports are always somewhere no one can see. Ah. Let's attune ourselves. And now... well, I guess we'd better go to Rail Crossing. We got all these jobs done for a reason. It was to forward Jack's quests. So, let's do that. I'm not going anywhere. Well, except Rail Crossing and the Hanging Rat, right? Cool. Let's go ahead and head down. So we've got to enter the caves from Rail Crossing. We've got to find the Hanging Rat. The cave entrance that I am looking for, I mean, this has got to be it. The one at the station here. We've scouted down here a lot. So that'll narrow down the paths that we need to check out. So I guess that helps. I suppose it helps. Let's see, center. We'll try going this way. See what we can find. We're getting close to another level, too. That's good. Oh! Is it gonna be the place that is at the bottom of this pit? Is it down here? Or are we leaving that place alone? One more screen and left? Oh, past the bugs. I see. That is one area that I've always avoided, because Psy Beetles are this character's, like, worst enemy. Besides Deathstalkers. Actually, those are our worst enemy. But Psy Beetles, like, come in a distant but notable second place. Yeah, this is new. Okay. Thank you, Pubuchion. This saves me from a lot of wandering around. Hey, fellas. The droughts in the abyss sometimes sound like voices. Like some kind of chanting. Eerie. I lost my right eye when I was 7 years old. Yep, this seems like the right place. Oh, wow. They got a whole elevator hanging out over a horrible dark abyss. Hey, Joel. Core City has a few neato bars, but this baby rocks harder than granite? Oh boy. Alright. The Hanging Rat, my kind of place. You catch the barkeeper wiping a glass with a dishcloth, one which happens to perfectly match the color of his hair. Whether that is intentional or not, you're not sure. He is one short but wiry man, covered in tattoos. He wears a number of rings on his fingers, with most of them looking like they were made from silver. But there are a few golden-colored ones among them as well. After he sets the now shiny glass and dishcloth aside, he speaks to you. Hey, you must be new around here, 'cause I ain't seen your ugly face before. I'm Rob. I'll call you Ugly Jane from now on. What you want? Alright. My new screen name. Ugly Jane. I don't know. I guess there's no acting happening here. Like, I'm not playing a... I mean, I am playing a character, it's a role-playing game. But in the context of the bar, it's not a screen. I guess it's a patron name? Yeah. my new name, Ugly Jane. Let's see. Yeah, let's see what you have in stock. Alright. My kind of bar sells bullets, alcohol, and Molotov cocktails. We came to the right place, for sure, for sure. I think I can get rid of a little bit more of this random food, just to make a couple of bucks. What is this place, Rude Rob? Are you blind as you are ugly? It's a bar, for rat's sake. This is the famous Hanging Rat. Why Hanging Rat? I like the sound of it. It's got hanging in it and rats. Yeah, just say it. No, I get it. Hanging Rat, Hanging Rat. Do you hear it? Nah, you're ugly and have no sense of what a good bar name should sound like. No, Rob, I agree. Great name. Let's see. Where does the elevator go? It runs straight down to the deep caverns, apparently. It hasn't been operational in decades, though, so if you want to go down, you should just jump. Might rearrange that face of yours into something better looking. I like this guy. Oh, what a fun fellow. No, but seriously, the fence is unstable. We already lost Mad Killian because of it. So, Ugly Jane, is there anything I can get you? Who's that lady in the corner? He quite obviously points at the woman with his index finger. That one? Yes, that one. Listen, Ugly Jane, I don't talk about my patrons. How'd you like it if someone came here and asked about your ugly face? Someone like, hey, who's the girl with the ugly mug? How about that? So don't ask me no stupid questions anymore. Okay, fair. They were just a patron, I was wondering. Okay. Oh, there's a thief. I like this place a lot. A male figure stands unmoving before you, hands clasped in front of him. Most of his head is in wraps, except for a pair of pitch-black eyes. gosh. Yeah, they are. Huh? It is as if you stare into the abyss only to discover that the abyss was staring into you long before you were aware of its existence, and the abyss embraces you. His fingers are the first to come to life, moving like the legs of a centipede. Then you hear a slow, offbeat voice addressing you. You have questions for me? Yes? Oh. Okay, buddy. Listen, cool vibe. Are you okay? um, everything cool, Azif? You feeling alright, buddy? There's no, like, demonic possession going on here? Talk to patron as well? Will do, will do. He moves his hands to the side and tilts his head slightly upward. I am Azif, and I've been observing your performance keenly. I must say, watching you grow as an agent and taking progressively harder tasks upon yourself, and then even executing on them optimally with thought and elegance was not something I get to witness often. Huh. It was a pleasure to work on these missions. That is good to hear, for that means you'll find the following proposition enticing. We are the eye of UnderRail. We watch and wait for opportunities such as those you've been given. Opportunities to obtain wealth, to gain better understanding of this world we found ourselves in, and perhaps to change its course for the better. We need people such as yourself, yes, people who understand that steering destinies requires a gentle hand, even though that very hand must occasionally hold a knife. We need people that value secrecy over glory and understand the advantage of the defensive cover of anonymity. Do you understand? Oh. Ah. So, these aren't the free drones. Kinda demonic, actually. I'd believe it. I mean, I get what you're saying. I do understand. Very good. Then tell me then, is this something that you would want to be a part of? Will you join our organization? You know, Azif may be experiencing a little bit of demonic possession. And the whole situation may be a little shifty. But yes, I would like to join up. His eyes move, but their uniform blackness prevents you from distinguishing the exact point of their focus. A single blink brings them to a stop. Excellent. Follow me. Where are we going, Azif? What are we up to? Gosh, his outfit certainly is unique. Gosh, we're moving. Buddy. There were beetles here. Oops. My mistake. My bad. I'll sort them out real quick. Don't you worry. There. One. Let's call this... Let's see, these things are like naturally armored. There you go. That's a bad miss, that's okay. Just move away, we'll just clean these fellas up a little. Yeah, exactly. 0 fucks given by Azif. He just keeps moving. He cares not. Not at all. I think I need an LTI. I'm gonna do that. Now's a good time to do that. Probably just now, frankly. Gotta take out one of these beetles. Probably don't use the good ammo against him, use the bad stuff. There you go. We're gonna do a contraction, we're gonna do something a little funny. Because now... I just don't want to die here. So I'm willing to put some resources into this. Put a dilation on you, then fall back. Yeah, so it can't do jack against me. Hi, fella. Whoa, hi there. How's tricks? You doing well? You eating? You eating right, Big Beetle? I certainly, I hope so. Oh no. I think I see an opportunity here, though. This is gonna look a little weird from a target prioritization standpoint, but kill the small beetle first. That gave us a refund, actually. Do I have enough to reload? That leaves me with 4 AP. Reloading is going to cost 4 AP. This is picture perfect. This thing's brain is opened up. Mechanically, he has projections. Oh, you're right. Then instead, what we're going to do is we're just going to hit one of the projections, probably. So we're going to go back to the original plan. Yeah. Just do a little bit of stunning. Oh, I didn't see the other beetle. There's no problems here. Not at all. No issues. We might just die. Put this up to maybe resist the cold damage that's going to be coming in. The projections are going to go down next turn. There you go. How do I live? Use a proper health hypo. How much damage can this thing do to me? Alone, using its psi abilities. It probably... It has its tusks. If it tries to melee me, it's probably just as dangerous as it is with its psi powers at this point, because it goes straight through my shield. There's a chance you get a hit in here. Not a good chance, but a chance. Or you just back way the hell off. Like using an adrenaline shot, you just book it. I think that's the plan I'm gonna go with here. There you go. We lived. He turned off my psi powers. Chance state was ranged and... Darn it. He ruins my chance to hit the turn that I wanted to actually hit him. Which means you're not going to get the kill right now. You need to get back from him. Let's load the good bullets. We're not gonna really get another shot at this, I don't think. Just hide, remain hidden. Get some more grenades of some kind. Stun grenades are good. We're hit with fatigue. Stealth helps me. Okay, good. Hey, buddy. Can I... Nope, I don't have enough to get up to you because I am severely slowed down. It'll take you a moment to find me, though, maybe. Or I hit you with a flashbang. Which worked. I need to speed myself up, and I need to take this shot now. Alright. Job done. That was messy. We're not gonna get anything cool from it, but hey, you know? We managed to take down 2 Cybeetle Goliaths and a bunch of their little buddies. That's not too bad. Can't really do anything with their brains. We've already collected enough. But that's okay. Job done. Let's recharge this a bit. Let's also recharge our night vision. We neglected to do that for a while. Cool. Hey, Aziv. Very cool of you to... It may have gotten me. Very cool of you, buddy, to, you know, leave me for the Cybeetles. Also interesting that you can see me perfectly through stealth. Something's up with you. We're here. A chasm? What are we supposed to do here? There's more than that here, but you'll need to look closer. Not with these eyes, he points to your eyes, but with your mind's eye. Allow me to help you with that. Oh. He has true sight, just like turrets. Oh, God. Second sight. The same thing that the brew gives me. Oh, could we have found this place which is with the brew and just wandered in? That would be funny. Welcome to Oculus, Scarlet. By now, many questions must have accumulated inside your head. I will try to answer them as best I can. Nope. Aw, that's a shame. What is this place? This is Oculus, the eye of UnderRail. Yes, all important information finds its way here sooner or later. We use this information to generate profit and ensure our safety, survival, and prosperity. And also to make sure this place remains secret and undefiled. We've not built it, and it is not ours, but we are its custodians for the moment. Who built this place? It was originally built by beings we, in absence of a better name, refer to as God-men. We learned this much from the mainframe. Oh. I feel like we've stumbled into something much bigger than ourselves. Oculus can only be achieved by doing everything in a perfect way. Oh gosh. Well, That's very cool. Happy to be here. We don't know for sure what its purpose was originally, but we assume it was similar to what we use it for today. Um, just spy on people? And what would that be? Monitoring. Though much of their machinery is broken or inoperable, those that we can still use give us considerable insight into what is going on in UnderRail. That is why we call it Oculus. Ah. Who were the godmen? When the mainframe spoke to me, it uttered words in an unknown language directly into my mind. Azif, I have bad news for you. You might be possessed by the mainframe. um, Among those were thoughts and concepts my mind has never encountered before and had great trouble processing. Some of them still confuse me to no end and prevent me from deciphering the messages of the mainframe. Some of them, such as godmen, my mind could approximate. Know, though, that this is not a compound word in its original language. It does not stand for godly men or male gods, this much I know. What exactly it means is part of the mystery, and for the same reasons, I cannot explain the meaning of the word. I also cannot convey well enough the things the mainframe told me about the godmen. Oh, well, that's cool. I like that explanation. That this is an approximate word, and that some of the implications that come with it, we shouldn't, you know, we shouldn't listen to, right? That this is an approximate word for a concept that isn't fully understood. I enjoy that. Depending on whether the messages are interpreted as history or visions, godmen are, were, or yet to be the masters of their galaxy and all the universe that is within their reach. Their home is a moon orbiting a gas giant. Where these celestial beings are in relation to us, I do not know. I think that we've stumbled into something a little bit bigger than us. They came into power by defeating the Leviathans, whom they greatly hate, though I know little about those. God-men sit immortal on their moon, watching the universe through super telescopes. Their stars give them more power than they need, and they can fire their deadly weapons as far as they can see. God-men have nothing to fear except the dark, empty, silent expanses and primordial fires, though they highly prefer the latter. It's a lot to take in, is it not? Do not ask me what any of this means, though. I would not condition your contemplations with my own assumptions. I'd rather you produce something entirely new for me to consider. Huh. Yeah, pretty nifty. Perhaps we'll think about it. I hope you do. What is the mainframe? This thing here in the center, that's the crystal mainframe. I'm not completely clear on what it is myself, and it's even harder to convey that which I know about it. A supercomputer, a database, a prophetic machine, a sleeping god. It can be taken as any of these things, or it might be all of them. It looks kind of like the Psi crystal that we encountered before. On that one island, the spooky island. Maybe it's similar. Those of us who can withstand its intensity have connected to it psionically to receive its knowledge and visions. This is dangerous business, though, and more than a few good men have been driven completely insane by its power. I have no will score, so interesting. Very cool. Would not like to be hooked up to the sleeping god computer. This is a silly question, but aren't you worried about the lunatics underneath the Oculus? Not in the slightest. Even if they could circumvent the electronic defense system somehow, gaining access to Oculus is impossible, with a courteous nigh. Conversely, their trips into certain death provide us with some valuable information regarding the nature of their lunacy. The fact that they can perceive the oculus, or certain aspects of it, is not something that should be ignored. We've been noticing for years that many of them tend to be drawn to sources of great psionic energy, but exactly how all of that is arranged in their disarranged minds remains a mystery still. Ah, yeah, like the cat call. Okay. So what do I do now? I suggest you look around a bit. Familiarize yourself with the equipment and your colleagues. Like yourself, each of them are here for a good reason, yes. And when you're good and ready, come see me again. I have an assignment for you. Oh gosh. Hello, mainframe. Are you my colleague? Suspended in the middle of the pyramid, the massive glowing rock hums softly. If I focus my mind on the rock is going to melt my brain. Let's focus my mind on the rock. You clear your mind of other thoughts and focus just on the sound of the humming rock and its strange contours. After a while, the walls of the pyramid start moving away from you. At first slowly, but soon they begin accelerating. They escape faster and faster, moving light years away from you. But somehow, you can still see them. Inversely, the rock shrinks to subatomic size. You can no longer see its light, but you can still feel its presence through the humming. In the vastness of space, surrounded by the pyramid's walls, a storm of memories, knowledge, and visions rages around you. Most of them seem well beyond your reach, but you might be able to glimpse into some of them. Huh. Let's focus on the two large objects revolving around one another. You attempt to focus on the twin objects, but your mind's eye cannot follow their movement and you are forced to give up. What about the superheated object? The heat makes it too hard for you to focus on this phenomena. I have no willpower. I am guessing that if I was actually good at psionics, this would be very useful for me. What about the background waves? They make my brain hurt. What about the constellations? It is as if you were looking at the stars of faraway galaxies through melting glass, and you find it impossible to focus your eyes on the constellation. Great. With a sickening screeching, the space around you implodes just as quickly as it expanded. The pyramid reverts back to its previous state. Cool crystal, Azif. Very nifty. Oculites. So we're the oculites. Is that what's going on? Hey! Hey, Abram. You find Abram leaning over what appears to be a three-dimensional map of UnderRail, studying it intently. He shifts his attention to you as you approach. He starts to speak, but his voice comes out too raspy. He tries to clear his throat, but that results in a coughing fit. Finally, he composes himself and addresses you in his usual wheezing voice. I had a good feeling about you since the time you helped us free Maura. It does not surprise me that you found your way here. Pretty demonic. Yeah, kinda do be. Well, you're on your own there. I, for one, did not expect to end up in an alien pyramid. Understandable. So, what is this place? This is Oculus, the Eye. What can you tell me about the Godman? I'm like intrigued. I want to know what the hell is going on here. I do not concern myself with Godman. You would be better off talking to Azif about them. Though I personally don't put much stock in his theories. Why is that? Because I do not believe in gods. There were only ever just men, Scarlet, and these would not be the first to declare themselves divine. What Azif sees when he stares into that thing is, at best, the glorified history of its creators, and at worst, megalomaniacal fabrication. Both are quite common in human history. Interesting take. Very interesting take here from Abram. I guess because it's like a psionic link, right? We could just be looking at somebody's self-perceptions. It doesn't have to be fact. What can you tell me about the mainframe? Not much. I did not interface with it. I like to deal with emotions to a holographic projection of UnderRail as he's interrupted by a violent coughing fit. UnderRail? He nods in agreement as he regains composure. Current affairs. You should really do something about that cough. Like, we could get you to a doctor. There's nothing to be done for now. Do not concern yourself with it. Are you sure, buddy? What illness are you suffering from? Like, we could get you some help. That is none of your concern. Oh, okay. Alright, buddy. I'll back off. I just managed to miss 85% hits in a row. Hey, that's UnderRail for you. As they say, that's XCOM. What's with the hologram? It's a geopolitical map of South UnderRail. We keep track of various stations and communities of South UnderRail and record relevant information. Really? Sounds useful. Gosh. Which station or faction in particular is of interest? The places we track are marked on the map. Tell me about the Institute of Chort. The Institute of Chort is an interesting organization indeed. Depending on the perspective, you'll either hear it being defined as a benevolent research institution or a brainwashing religious cult. The truth is a bit more complicated than that. Chortists revere or worship a being they refer to as Chort. According to their claims, it is an actual living organism which resides in deep caverns and is of such paramount importance to the advancement of humankind as to warrant such dedication to it. It was discovered by a man who calls himself Ideen, who is the founder of the organization. As a former Biocorp scientist of, to us, unknown status, he was able to surface to the top of the university's hierarchy after his discovery, taking full control over it. Thus, Institute of Chort was born 1 century ago. Everything I've told you so far implies it is nothing other than a mere cult, justifying the second definition. However, as surprising as it may be, the first one holds equal truth as the second. 1 century has passed, and Ideen still lives. They put their money where their mouths were. They preach advance through scientific research, most of it involving Chort itself, and during that 1 century they've established probably one of the safest, most civilized, and self-contained communities in UnderRail. Granted, they achieved it through a perfect balance of military might, scientific research, and strong emphasis on education. But the foundation indeed lies with Chort. They harm no one, and no one harms them. Their exposure to the rest of UnderRail was recent, mainly due to a medical trade agreement with Core City, which in turn allowed them to freely spread their ideology in the city. Nowadays, one can see lines of people at the Institute gate waiting to be let inside and start a better life. What reality awaits them inside, few know. How was Ideen able to prolong his life so? That too is a mystery. Is it the power of Chort, or something else? They are interesting. One should be careful with the Institute, but one could also learn much from them. Huh. Interesting. That's some good intel. We are interested in messing with the Institute of Chort in the long run. That's something we're looking forward to. So intel like that is going to be very, very helpful towards guiding those steps. Do we want to hear about anyone else, I wonder? If it were just me on my own, I would be going through all of these one after the other, committing it to memory. But I don't want to bore you all to death. How about we talk about what's relevant in our immediate next steps? I'd like to learn about the free drones. I think we're going to be talking to them soon. Free drones movement has been around for a long time up north, but it's a relatively novel thing in these parts. Basically, they're a group of anarchists whose main goal is to fight back the protectorate expansionism. Depending on who you speak to, they offer different reasons for doing this, but the most common include the distrust of the protectorate and historically proven inherent evil of imperialism or any type of great nation state. Most of them would prefer our metro system to be a set of small independent communities that cooperate peacefully in such things as trade and technology. And yeah, well, they sound cool. Ideologically, that's pretty chill. So they're the anarchists. Considering that I don't think that we have the communist faction around, I guess they're our go-to, huh? And maybe the faceless too. God, I mean, it's just I want to know about all of it. We do not know much about the faceless. Their origins, numbers, practices, and motives are well hidden from outsiders. Information I have is not solid enough to be shared yet, and I do not wish to perpetuate baseless telltales. I will give you some advice, though, as I have encountered their groups in the past, even before this whole mess with Core City invasion started. Avoid the small groups. They're usually very focused on a certain task and often quite hostile. The big groups, on the other hand, tend to tolerate strangers in their vicinity, so long as you don't interfere with them. It's best just to avoid them altogether if possible, at least until we can find out more about them. Good to know, buddy. Good to know. Tell me about my house. Even though it is not the most populous station, or the most powerful militarily, it's still my belief. It's my belief that it's the strongest overall station in South UnderRail. It's located far south, which makes it hard for the Protectorate to exercise significant pressure on it, despite their junkyard outpost. Many ex-Biocorp members, some of which we suspect were highly ranked within their previous organization, as well as many battle-hardened ex-gang members, made it their home. These are people who, with the know-how, gear, and connections, able and dangerous people. SGS has close ties with Junkyard and Camp Hathor, both of which rely on SGS's access to the lower UnderRail metro network for trading. On top of that, on the topic of United Stations integration, the leadership of SGS is split. There are people that believe that the movement itself could usher in a new age of prosperity, in which SGS could play a significant role. Others, many of who were victims of Protectorate expansionism in the past or are sought after by the Protectorate's Central Command, they would rather keep SGS as an independent station. Alright. Gosh. So much intel. I'm not gonna do an intel overload right this second. I'm gonna calm down a little. Oh gosh. Hey buddy. It was just a guy hiding there. Huh. I won't do a total info overload. We'll come back to him and ask around a bit more. Phyllis. The woman turns to you slowly and calmly. She looks at you with emotionless eyes, greets you with an impassive expression, and speaks to you in a toneless voice. Scarlet, I am Phyllis, and I perform repairs on all acolytes, or if you prefer a different term, I offer medical attention. It's a pleasure, Doctor. The pleasure is mine. If you get damaged, do not hesitate to see me. During my time here, not a single one of my patients expired. Well, I have no wish to expire. We'll see Phyllis if we need help. Any cool stuff for sale? You don't have a psionic mentor that I need? That's alright. So I think I'll just go ahead and sell off a couple more of my hypos for 10 bucks. And we'll just continue to trim down the number of medications I'm pointlessly carrying around. What can you tell me about Oculus? As far as I'm aware, unknown beings dubbed Godmen by Azov built Oculus for purposes unknown. I have inquired about this subject on numerous occasions, but most of the answers can be summed up with, we're not sure, but we think. Living in a place you know little about can be both fascinating and frightening. And yes, I have emotions despite what you may think of me. I noticed your stare. Now, fascinating, I think it is obvious why. Oculus is so much more advanced than anything what you will find outside of it. Also, every new discovery we make opens new possibilities and knowledge. Frightening. I think it's also obvious why. Ignoring the deadly drop, if you trip and fall into the darkness, which, granted, never destroyed any Oculites so far, who knows what else we'll find here. Maybe one day our curiosity will lead us to our destruction. No one can tell for certain. Why did you join up with these people? Everyone in Oculus was carefully evaluated for a prolonged time before finally being approached with the offer to join Oculus. Such was my case, yet unlike most Oculites here, I did not seek Oculus. Oculus sought me. Can you explain? Certainly. Most Oculites started out by performing smaller, simpler jobs. Then, naturally, as they progressed and displayed the ability to perform more difficult tasks, they were given more difficult tasks, and if they could perform even more difficult, they were given those, and so on and so forth. I'll take this opportunity, Scarlet, to say a few words about the progression of an Oculite. In Oculus, there are no ranks, levels, or titles to attain. We're all the same, and we are not. You will always be an Oculite, but some Oculites are better than others, and it is the level of your own skills and abilities that determine your duties, hence your place in Oculus, not hierarchical gradation. In any case, let us get back to the subject at hand. I was selected based on my performance as a physician, and my will to perfect my skills to the absolute maximum. I was approached and offered advanced medical knowledge beyond what I had available at the time, in exchange for becoming a part of Oculus. I could not refuse. I do not regret my decision, not even a bit. Huh. Nifty nifty. What can you tell me about the road Oculites? Cosmorockt? We call them Whisperers, but that is the proper name of the clan they belong to. They came from North UnderRail, as far as I understood. Could be wrong, though. You'll find them throughout Oculus, standing in silence, almost completely motionless. Their task is to guard Oculus, but frankly, they have not seen much action, and you can presume why. At least not since I arrived here. You'll get used to their presence soon. Okay, so we've just got, like, a bunch of, like... creepy people in robes that stand around, and they're just like, yeah, you'll get used to it. It'll be fine. Gosh, I bet it would be hard to spot them without sufficient, like, perception, too. Like, we had to stand next to them for a while to see them. Oh well. Good for them. There's an elevator over here. Maybe I should check this out. Are there other levels? More people? This is the Apex. Hey, Twitch. Alright, the pale, skinny man turns towards you and instantly unleashes a torrent of words. The words are expelled with such speed that you find keeping track of what he's saying a great difficulty. His rapid, twitchy motions and the constant need to alternate between looking at you and the numerous monitors in front of him is both intriguing as well as uncanny. You okay, buddy? Hey, you must be Scarlet, hmm? It's good to meet you. I'm Twitch. I said it's good to meet you. I'm Twitch. Oh no. My boy, he has ADHD. Can Are you okay? Doing what? He looks at a monitor. Oh wait, let me zoom that in more. Shame. The resolution is far too low to discern anything. Doing what? Doing what? No, never mind. It's fine. I get it. I understand. We'll chat later. Have fun. Lower floor? Any fun, interesting characters here? 6. Oh. Hello. Gosh, you look rad. There's much that strikes you as wrong as you approach this person. He is quite tall and a bit too lean for a human. His mechanical prosthetic right arm and left leg are clearly visible. On both his mechanical and healthy hand, he has 6 long, thin, creepy fingers. His face is completely covered, and he appears to wear some sort of metal mask with 4 protruding lenses. There's another extension on his very forehead that looks like a short gun barrel. Instead of hair, rigid wires protrude from the back of his head. As you approach to converse with him, he waves you away. As he speaks, his deep rumbling voice feels somehow displeased, as if not coming out from his mouth, or displaced, not displeased. My business is with Zeef. I just wanted to say hi. I have no desire to exchange pleasantries with you. Be on your way. Whoa, okay, buddy. Are you, nah, we'll, we'll learn more about 6 later, I'm sure. Okay, that appears to be the only character on this floor. Anything in storage? Hey, Constantine. You come up to a tall man with a mildly irritated look on his face. Despite that, his tone is genuinely welcoming and doesn't imply that your presence bothers him. And who do my eyes see? A newcomer. Welcome, Scarlet, to a place that doesn't exist. To most people. I'm Constantine, the Oculus Quartermaster. Talk to him more, like a couple more times. Just keep bothering 6. You want 95 mercantile for Constantine? Like, really want? Okay, I'll keep that in mind. In fact, I'll make a note about it. 95 mercantile to Constantine. Cool. We can get that in a couple levels. That's doable. Oh gosh, this place is cool. I'm sorry I'm not like expressing too many opinions on it besides it's cool. I'm just like, this was not what I was expecting. I was expecting, like, following Jack's questline, I was expecting to be introduced to, like, maybe edgy, shadowy organization that hangs out in, like, you know, the back of bars and stuff. Right? Like, you know, with some cool vendetta or something, you know, that leads them to, like, assassinate people and, like, do these shifty missions. Not this. No one expects that? Yeah, like, this just came out of left field. Like, we came up to the chasm, and I was like, oh, you know, we're gonna go to the down to the bottom. He wants me to go get, like, some MacGuffin from the people down there, right? You know, then this is my next mission. I wasn't expecting the giant pyramid. Believe it or not. So, how and why did you join Oculus? Well, we all go through a similar phase. You do small jobs, then if they like you, they give you bigger jobs, those that require more of your skills. You've been through it all, you know it. As to why I joined, he raises his voice, so that I could stand around all day in this cramped, freaking bloody pyramid, bottom 2x2 flat platform. I apologize. It was A pursuit of work. Work brings money. Money can be used to buy food and equipment. So now I'm here, selling equipment for money. It's so real, Constantine. And this place is filled with such good characters. I love them. How does it feel working down here? You doing okay? It seems a bit cramped. Of course it's cramped. Do you really think I haven't noticed? I can't even move a foot without bumping into something. All these bloody boxes. I wish I could just kick them down into the abyss. I apologize. You shouldn't have witnessed that. I agree. The area is a bit, lacking in terms of space. And in addition, being in the lowest part of Oculus, I hear things trying to get in. What things? Well, crawlers, for instance. I can hear them climbing the walls. A faint sound at the bottom of Oculus slowly comes closer, becomes louder, then it stops. You forget about the creatures, but it's still there. Maybe you can hear there's something inside, something alive, something that can be consumed. But then the EDS fries the bugs. They scream as their smoking carcasses fall into the darkness. I hate them. I hate them so much, as well as those bloody lunatics. What is this EDS anyhow? Electric Defense System. Not the official name, though. The original one is only known to whoever built the place. I have no idea how it works, but in essence, it sends a surge of electricity through anything it deems dangerous, frying it. And it's smart. The system knows what should and shouldn't be killed. It can be, well, distracting at times, hearing burning lunatics scream and tumble into the abyss. But again, it also brings a smile to my face. Because I hate those bastards. You mentioned these lunatics. Who are they? You don't know who lunatics are? Stick around and you might find out. Well, you'll hear them trying to climb the Oculus, for they reside very close to the bottom of it. Unlike crawlers, lunatics always come in groups. Do they bother you often? Do they? Do they? They bloody do. It's like I was cursed by this orb of annoyance that flies around my head and causes all sorts of infuriating things to happen. We'll get inside, even though there's a pile of burned corpses below the Oculus. They just have to give it another go. And another, and another. I apologize. These things really bother me sometimes, and I might overreact at times. Huh. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Who's the six-fingered cyborg? Six? That's what we call him. Six. Because of his fingers? Six. That's how many there are. Mm-hmm. In any case, I suggest you do not bother the cyborg, no matter how intriguing he might appear. He's not the most approachable type, so to say. No one knows where he comes from or what he's truly capable of. We only know he's a client. That's all we need to know. Still, you might try asking Azif about him, but I wouldn't put my charons in getting an answer. What's up with the robed guys? We call them Whisperers. They're quite an interesting breed, I must say. They all belong to a single clan of Psy warriors who call themselves Kazum Morakt. It's a very rough-sounding word, I know, but believe me, it fits them well. They were here long before I arrived. I think they're all from North UnderRail. You'll find them throughout Oculus, standing still, observing what happens around them, assessing everyone and everything. You can't initiate a conversation with them. Trust me, I've tried. Especially with that one in the corner of this platform. Wait, there's one on this platform? Wait a minute. I haven't seen him yet. Oh no. Alright. Well, let's see what you have in stock. A vanishing powder grenade. A makeshift grenade filled with vanishing powder that ignites on impact, generating a flash and lots of thick smoke that can cover one's retreat. They've got smoke grenades. I can do ninja disappearances. Yeah, I'm buying all of them. They're mine now. Yoink. Some high quality but not well designed sniper rifles. Bunch of lockpick Mark 7s. I don't really need to pick those up. An anatomically aware scope. I've already got one. I won't pick it up. Good ammo for things. He's always looking to buy luxury items. He wants some batteries, electronic parts, firearms. I don't have a whole lot for him, unfortunately. No, unfortunately I do not. Anything fun for sale here? Not really. Yeah, I'm not seeing any, like, of the crit module that I want to buy for the sniper rifle I'm building, so I guess there's nothing here of immediate interest. Well, I'll pay for the disappear grenades. Those seem very cool. Alright, oh gosh. There's just a bunch of them here. Goodness. Well, I think we've met everybody. Back to Azif. Hey, boss. Who is the six-fingered cyborg? He's a client of mine. Do not bother him. He's not a very talkative fellow. Alright. I don't know, Bubuchian. They keep telling me not to bother him. I have a feeling that, bothering him is not what I should be doing. So tell me about that assignment. There lived a man, and it could be that he still lives, named Whit Nozek. A long time ago, he used to work for Biocorp, the old Biocorp, before UnderRail Protectorate takeover. Way before. He worked for a project called the Ark. The exact details of the project are unknown to me, but I do know it was related to some manner of life longevity research. What I do know is that near the end of his time with Biocorp, he made a major breakthrough in his research. Unfortunately, these were chaotic times, and he ended up not sharing these results with his colleagues before he fled from the organization. I need to know what these results were, and I suspect that Whit is the only man that can help us with that. I don't know where he is, or if he's alive at all, so getting this information will surely not be easy. You'll have access to our knowledge database to help you in your investigation, though, so I suggest you start there. You can access it through a console in the geopolitical room near the holographic map. Alright, more detective work. Right up my alley. Just try it for science. Okay. But I'm gonna save first, just in case he tries to murder me. Let's see, he's down on the lower floor. Hey, buddy. Sorry, but the voices in my head want me to annoy you. You're being very rude, and you're being quite annoying. I've probably shown you more lenience than you warrant. Now go about your business before my patience runs out. No. Hey. You only have a fragment of a second to regret your insolence before he descends upon you. Yep, that's about in line with what I expected. That checks out. Oof. He might be just a little bit antisocial. Try shooting him? Okay. Alright. Oh gosh, he's not easy to hit. Hold on. Back up a little bit. Also, I would like to switch over to my mask. He's very healthy. Exceptionally so. Uh-oh. His third eye hits Scarlet for 243 energy damage. Oh my goodness. Alright, I like this guy. He's got a laser eye in his head. Alright, I'm gonna leave you alone now. Not lower floor. No, not storage. I keep hitting the wrong one. Mainframe floor. Goodness gracious. Try hitting him, not just shoot-see. Very well. But I'm gonna put the quick save here now. Just so we can get up here quickly when he inevitably kills me. Honestly, hitting him is going to be difficult. Hitting him won't be the easiest thing in the world. Oh. I understand. Yeah, that was a really impressive bunch of damage. Hell, even if he hadn't resisted all of that, that wouldn't have killed him. Well, yeah, it's been lovely, buddy. Nice talking to you. We'll be leaving 6 alone from now on. Alright, the Oculus database, current access level 1. Personnel files. Oh my gosh, on so many people. I am not gonna read all of these. Let's look up Wit Nozek. He has true sight too. Oh gosh, so he just sees through the stealth instantly. He's cool. I like him. I like the design of him. Full name, Witten Nozek, profession geneticist, alignment Old Biocorp Renegade, involved in phenotype dynamics, Project Arima, Project ARC, and other various Biocorp projects. Witt was a second circle scientist, meaning that most of his personal and professional info was classified, resulting in very limited information on what we have on him today. Witt was dismissed from Arima by an unknown member of the First Circle. He spent several years on minor projects before being reassigned to Project ARC. Following the Hollow Earth incident, Witt defected from Biocorp, and from that point in time, his movements remain largely unknown. It is likely, though, that, assuming he's still alive and scientifically active, he would choose Core City as his residence, where he would be out of reach of Biocorp and Protectorate while still having access to some scientific equipment. Core City. Alright. All roads lead to Core City, it seems. The Hollow Earth incident. That sounds interesting. We got anything on that? Not yet. Project files. Tell me about Project ARC. Participants Alexei Makar, Whit Nozek, and Jord Abbott. It was located in the Panacea Lab in Upper Underrail. Little is known about it, other than its objective. It dealt with human life longevity research. What about Arima? Abbott and Witt worked together on it. Interesting. Location unknown, purpose unknown. So Abbott and Witt worked together multiple times. What about phenotype dynamics? We only know about Witt. What is known is that this project dealt with using mutagens to dynamically change phenotypes of a living being in its mature state. It is also known that much of the controversy that surrounded the Hollow Earth incident is related to this project. Oh god, what did they do? Oh no. I don't have a key card. Do I have the hacking to get more access? Hold on, before I try it. I do. I can get level 2 access if I so desire. That may be helpful. Success. Alright. Let's see, do we have... the other scientists that worked on this project? No. We got Ideen's file, who I'm interested in for the reasons of him being in charge of the Chort Institute. Full name, Aiden Travers. Ah, not a real name. Purported to be over 100 years old. Currently resides in the Institute of Chort in the Upper UnderRail. No info on his life before the foundation of the Institute of Chort exists outside of Chortist sources. According to these, Ideen was a biocorp scientist who, about a century ago, first discovered and interacted with Chort, a primordial creature. So nothing new there. His longevity is claimed to be due to the application of research done on Chort. Since Chortists do not share their research data with the outside world, this claim cannot be verified in any way. It is of course possible that Ideen has been more than one person since the Institute's foundation, since his actual appearance has never been made known. Furthermore, this poses questions of whether Ideen has remained cybernetically unenhanced, as well as whether Ideen is actually human at all. Okay, questions there. I'm not seeing any of the other scientists on the list showing up in our personal files, so we'll leave that be. Project files, nothing new. Biocorp files, old Biocorp. When we talk about the old Biocorp, we're talking about the ancient organization that was created and ruled UnderRail for centuries. They've built, maintained, and policed the entire UnderRail, which was, at the time, a unified place where the people lived and worked. Biocorp was governed by 3 tiers of technocrats. It is unknown whether these were elected or otherwise appointed, and how long their mandates lasted. What is known, however, is that their top-tier technocrats were known as apex technocrats that held significant executive power. Biocorp ran numerous research and infrastructure projects in constant effort to improve UnderRail, while at the same time pursuing increasingly isolationist attitude towards the outside world. The dangers of the world were deemed too great, and the final goals was to make UnderRail an environment that was completely self-sustained. Somewhere between 150 to 200 years ago, a revolt within the organization was sparked by what is known as the Hollow Earth Incident. The details of why and how this revolt came to be are lacking, but it's likely to be, at least partially, brought about by the fact that UnderRail could no longer support the large population that inhabited it. Questions of immoral experimentation and corruption were also raised, but to what degree these played a part in causing the revolution is unknown. The apex technocrats were displaced from power, though most of them were not apprehended. Civil wars erupted all over UnderRail, and Biocorp dissolved into many small factions. Many technocrats, scientists, and engineers in general died in the following years. Biocorp was no more. Interesting. Okay. Huh. That's another piece of the puzzle of what's going on here in UnderRail. Interesting. So there's some old corporation, probably that holed itself up here, at the end of the world or something. Because there's definitely a world outside the UnderRail, right? I mean, we've been to it. That's the Grey Army base and all that jazz, right? So this whole time we've been operating in the ruins of Biocorp. Huh. What about reformed Biocorp? Almost 100 years have passed since Biocorp dissolved. UnderRail is a chaotic and dangerous place now. Bandits roam the railways in between heavily entrenched sovereign station states. A group of scientists and engineers decided to resurrect the venerable Biocorp organization. They restored the old places of power: Core, Hexagon and Dis. The new Biocorp was also ruled by a council of technocrats residing in Dis. The order was kept by highly trained Biocorp security forces. I see. Romania. Or a successor state to Biocorp, but not really. Army bases in UnderRail? Oh. Hexagon is next game in Fusion. Ooh, fun, fun. This period of Biocorp's history is known as New Biocorp, Reformed Biocorp, or Second Biocorp. It lasted a lot shorter than the old Biocorp, however. Following the Protectorate's takeover of Dis, the capital of Biocorp, the elements of discontent in the core city's hierarchy used the opportunity to stage a revolt. This revolt was led by the second-in-command of the core city's security forces, Archibald Knight, who was later joined in this fight by Rupert Simmons, one of the higher-ranking Biocorp technocrats. Though Protectorate likes to claim that Biocorp's power structure was adapted and integrated into United Stations, everyone within the organization agrees that all the power players of the reformed Biocorp were either killed or incarcerated, or they fled. This ended the second incarnation of Biocorp. The Protectorate Biocorp. Today, what remains of Second Biocorp is completely under Protectorate's rule. Most of it is concentrated in the city of Dis, which is the capital of the United Stations. Hexagon, though largely self-governed, is also part of United Stations. Core City is an independent city mostly focused on violent sports, entertainment, and trade, though a local organization by the name of Cortec did inherit some of Biocorp facilities and projects. The technocrats are all gone, and the organization is ruled by United Stations Minister of Science, who, of course, is directly appointed by the Protectorate High Commander. I see. That's interesting. The civilian government of the United States is appointed by the military. Yeah, it tracks. Well, we learned a lot. Gosh. This whole pyramid has just been a massive amount of lore. And we didn't even get into all of it. Jeez. I think there's one more thing I want to check on before we leave. I need geopolitical info, specifically on Core City. Because I think that our target is there, and that's what we're going to be doing. This is the largest station state of the South by both population and territory. Core City used to be Biocorp's main urban hub that housed a number of R&D sectors. Following the Protectorate's takeover of Biocorp up north, the elements of discontent in Core City's hierarchy used the opportunity to stage a revolt. Yep, second in command of Core City's forces, Archibald Knight, Rupert Simmons. Okay, we just read that. The revolt was successful, but eventually led to further infighting between Simmons' newly established company, Cortec, and Knight's group, Praetorian Security. Oculus is most lore in this game. Yeah, it seems like this is the lore hub. We did good for Jack, and now we get to access the lore with a capital L. For several years, Core City was in a state of chaos. At one point, though, as this threat from external organized gangs mounted, truce was established, and this truce turned into a long-term peace. Agreement was signed by Simmons and Knight. This agreement settled most of the territorial disputes of the time. There was, however, still a lot of bad blood between the members of these factions due to years of very brutal civil war. In order to vent the frustrations, an arena was created, or rather it came about on its own, an arena where people went to settle their disputes. In this time, the arena grew and became quite an attraction. Then a powerful businessman, Gunnar Edstrom, arrived from the east. From the far east. Late, true, but it turned out late was just right. His newly formed company, JKK, joined in the blood sport business, complementing all previous efforts, and with that, finally turned the arena into the tourist hotspot that it is now. Thus, the oligarchy was born. Considering the Three factions today. They still compete against each other, often violently, but their desire to make money through the arena and trade overrides their desire to kill each other, and reins in any ambitions to become sole rulers of the city. There are very significant class divisions in the general population. A great number of utterly impoverished people occupy a slum called Drop Zone, located on the fringes of the city. Violence and death is commonplace there, even within the middle class. There's a lot of struggle for money and territory, and this has given rise to many games. It just keeps going. I love it, but oh my gosh. My brain is going to melt. When it comes to foreign politics, status quo is again preferred option for the ruling class. Core City is a unique position to be both the only gateway between North and South, as well as lower and upper UnderRail. So they're right at the heart of it. They have contracts with the Protectorate that allow the latter to maintain certain military presence on the Core City docks, but the flow of troops from the north into their bases in the south is strictly regulated in a way the oligarchs consider it's necessary in order to prevent the Protectorate from becoming a threat to the city itself. How effective these restrictions have been is up for debate. Some argue the oligarchs are making a mistake of allowing any troops at all to pass, since the Protectorate is establishing production facilities in the south that are capable of arming and outfitting these troops to boost their combat effectiveness well beyond what was initially estimated. Oof. Many also argue that if United Stations expand to the south, Core City must be the first station to integrate. Without it, the Protectorate has little in ways of pressuring those stations further south, since it would suffer from the lack of reliable supply lines. We can see this in the case of Junkyard and SRO. Be this as it may, no offensive actions have yet to be taken against Core City or its rulers by the Protectorate, and the United Stations politicians have been also quite careful in their political language when talking about potential integration, as not to jeopardize current arrangements. These days it seems that the primary threat to Core City are faceless rather than Protectorate. At least that is the popular perception in the city. I made it. I finished reading it. Brain gone. Brain deleted. No more room in my head. Too full of UnderRail lore. Oh gosh. Oh goodness gracious. What are we doing now? Oh my gosh. Well, I think we've narrowed it down to just a few quests. Oh well, there's a few more up here. Okay. So, the quest list. Oculus wants us to find Whit Nosek, dead or alive. That's a Core City quest, I think. Or at least that's where we'd be going for that. There's this freak guy that exists. There might be shady dealings happening through the Metro's emergency phones. I don't really care about that. We find the Free Drones base. That could be cool. We're kind of close to that. We probably do that next. And then there's Cornell and the Acid Hunters. And relatedly, the situation with the Faceless. Whit Nosek is quite a long quest explore-wise. You need to find some information you would find by exploring Upper UnderRail. I see. So, I think I'm going to be quite right in not prioritizing the Oculus quest. We aren't really messing with Upper UnderRail yet. I'd postpone Whit Nosek until much later. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So, probably Free Drones next. And I don't know, we'll go from there. The Free Drones are probably gonna open up whole bunches of stuff for me to do. So, gosh. I think that's the next job. What I would like to know, here it is. I zoomed right over to it, wow. I wanted to find a teleport point for this point, because I don't want to walk back here. tune ourselves to the Rift, and we'll go to Rail Crossing. The drones have a very good shop. Oh, I'll be looking forward to accessing it then. Very, very good. But I think that I'll be dealing with the drones next time. I think I've had a lovely day of UnderRail. I'm sorry that the past however long has just been me reading stuff in Oculus. It's just every time I clicked on something new, it was like more cool stuff. It was kind of addictive. This is the only location in the game where the teleport point is in front of everyone. That's a good point. And you know what? It makes sense. They seem like the kind of people that would know about the teleport points and be like, oh cool, have fun. Yeah, I just used that the other day. Yeah, turbulence is bad in the portal, you know, keep an eye out. Oh gosh. Golly gee. Well, my brain is stretched out all over the place. In a good way, I think, but it is very tired. We will return to UnderRail, I think, what is today? Today's Thursday, isn't it? Oh gosh. Cool. Then, I guess we're returning to UnderRail, maybe tomorrow, or maybe next week? It depends on whether or not I find something that I want to play for Variety Day tomorrow. I did say last week that I wanted to find something that wasn't UnderRail to play for Variety Day. I'll think about it. It's just that this game is so much fun. It's hard to tear myself away. But so it goes. I'm gonna go ahead and take us over to the ending soon screen. We'll start to say our goodbyes. Let's see. There it is. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not quite decided yet what we're gonna do tomorrow, but we are thinking about it. Yeah, fun and addicting. It really is. I have to fight myself like every weekend because those aren't stream days. Like not to play UnderRail off stream. Like I've got to hold myself back. Anyway, see ya, gotta sleep as well. It's 4 a.m. for me. Oh goodness gracious, Boo-Boo-Jian. I'm sorry I kept you up. You sleep well. Thank you so much for tuning in to everybody. It has been a lovely, lovely time. I don't think I'm gonna do a raid today. Nah, I don't think so. I'm just gonna go ahead and get out of here. So, big thank you to all of our viewers. You're the ones that make this so delightfully fun. Thank you so, so much. Big thank you to all of our chatters as well. It's been great. And a big thank you to the VOD watchers too. I hope you're doing well, VOD watcher. Yeah, you in particular. You're looking good, by the way. Yeah, we'll catch you next time. Alrighty. Have a good night, folks. I will be back tomorrow with maybe this or maybe something else, and we'll just find out when I get here. Good night, have fun, be safe, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.